All right. Well, I want to thank you guys for coming out. Go ahead.
I just said, "What's up, dude?"
What's happening?
I'm as high as I was last week, so.
Well, hey, then you know what? It worked out perfectly last week. I think you're onto something with that. So.
Yeah, just eat 200 milligrams of THC and then hop on stream.
There it is. That's a good day, yeah.
Right on.
100 will get me.
100 will get me too, but 200 will get me.
200's feeling nice.
I don't think I've had any weed since then either.
Ooh. Nice little tolerance break.
Just been busy.
Yeah, so that means that 200 is definitely you're feeling it for sure. I would be if I hadn't smoked since last time we did StonerCast.
I got a crazy story for you, but I'll save it for a minute if you want me to.
All right. Let's while we're waiting for the others to drop in, we can go ahead and do our introductions. Just so that we get that out of the way, and then when they pop in, we'll give them a moment to do theirs. So I am Jason Society, Jason_Society on Twitch and Twitter, and this is StonerCast, a show about all things cannabis, and it can go all different directions because the only rule to the show is no heavy conversations about politics, and no debating about politics. Other than that, you know, it's fairly open. The one exception I make is if it's having to do with cannabis or anything like that. You know, sure, we're going to talk about it because that's part of all things cannabis. So that makes sense. But this is a friendly panel, an opportunity for people to get together, shoot the shit, talk about weed, talk about their experiences with weed, the shit they like, the shit they don't like, what they see in the system that, you know, they think needs correction, those kinds of things, and everything in between, silly stories, the whole deal. There is no other rule besides that. So that said, I usually stream this show at 5:30 p.m. Pacific, just like right now, every Sunday, and then during the week I'm on from 7:30 p.m. Pacific until the sun comes up if I have enough people that are interested. So that's me. I'm going to throw it on over to Freemz, and then we'll go to MagnusXavier, and then we'll go to TegmaTv.
Yeah, twitch.tv/Freemz. I'm a leftist Appalachian streamer. I stream Sunday through Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. I had to think about that for a second. Then randomly I'll stream from work at the distillery.
Nice.
Yeah, hell yeah. And then, yeah, there's a lot of music talk over my stream too, and it's definitely 18 plus, so we treat it as such. So be careful over there if you don't like dirty jokes. We keep it creamy over there, okay?
Hey, you got it.
I'm gonna come.
All right. Hi, everyone. I'm MagnusXavier. I'm trying to switch my stream schedule actually to the morning side of Twitch. So I'm going to be trying to go live at 8:30 or 9 just about every day Eastern. I tend to stream politics. I read some theory. I from time to time I'm known to play some games and be open to chat recommendations. And yeah, you can also redeem double dabs on my stream, and we tend to get pretty wild with it. So
cool, fucking dig it. And that's MagnusXavier
yes.
on Twitch, all one word. You can see it down there below in Magnus's video there, and I'm also going to shout everyone out as well in the chat, so you guys know where to find these fine folks. Also, there's something that I didn't know. I know I talked to Freemz before about it, and I probably have you too, MagnusXavier. Any strains that are really like getting you right now that you're just like, damn, I just had this one that was fucking awesome.
I'll let Freemz answer if he's got one in mind.
I think I answered this last week, right?
Yeah. We tried.
Granddaddy Purple.
Yeah. That's right. You did say you're fucking loving some Granddaddy Purple. That's right.
But I also had some. I haven't had any weed since then, but I did get some Skittles. I just haven't had it yet.
Ooh, yeah. Skittles is always a nice strain. That one. It's got a nice fruity flavor.
Tried it. Ooh.
Mm-hmm. Very fruity.
I'm a big fan of the fruity flavor kind.
Same.
Delicious.
Recently for me, it's been I dab quite frequently. I have started switching back recently to flour and edibles, but as far as for me, a recent favorite is I think it's called tangerine creamsicle. It's one
Ooh.
of I get like a live resin of that, and it's actually fruity because sometimes I found that like some strains that are named after like have a fruity name um tend to be kind of have a mix of like earthy kind of flavor,
Mm-hmm.
which isn't the worst, but like this tangerine creamsicle, it literally feels like you're biting into a tangerine, which is always a great feeling after you just take a scorching hot dab.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah. Just talking about how last stream I was on, I was talking about how much I love eating mangoes if I'm smoking.
Ooh.
Yeah, they're supposed to increase the high too, which is even better, you know. So
I didn't know that actually either. Like when you all told me that, I had no idea. But
Yeah, that's
I
the first
just
time I've heard that too.
mango is
That's
just
why.
my favorite fruit, and it's real juicy.
Mangoes are good though. That's on the real. Like I'll fucking get down with that shit. It's weird because I've met some people that don't like them, and I'm like, it just seems like a fruit that you'd think most people would be into, but no, guess not.
At one point, there was a rumor that I had a sexual attraction to mangoes. I blame the Orm Lady for
Oh my
starting
God.
that one. It's not true, chat. Don't listen to the rumors.
No one can confirm this.
I've never had sex with a fruit.
Setting the record straight.
Yeah.
So I did get confirmation from Aiko. She's trying to jump in. She'll be in just a sec. She thought it was late. She thought it was a half an hour later, which means we'll just go a half an hour longer. I mean, I'm not mad.
Sorry.
It means I get to smoke weed longer, you know.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm actually smoking a pre-roll from Dutchy. Dutchy has these fucking awesome pre-rolls.
See, I can't smoke
From
on
Candyland.
stream because I live in an apartment complex.
Oh man,
So it's a bummer. But I got really good news. I might be getting a new job.
cool.
And if I get it, I'll be able to move back to the city, which I really want to do.
I recently went back to an area where it's illegal, and it's so weird to be in that mind state.
Yeah,
Because unless I'm like traveling, it's been like maybe a few years before I've lived in a state where it was illegal, and people are legit like, I'm not trying to get a fine if we're like publicly consuming it. I'm like, I
Yeah.
smell weed all the time whenever I'm walking around.
same.
Yeah, I wouldn't even care to go outside and smoke it. Just in my apartment, I feel weird doing it. But I can't do it outside on stream, so.
Yeah, that's true.
But the new apartment I'm looking at is like, it's more of like a small house.
Ms. Witsy, thanks for the
than an
follow.
apartment complex.
Right on.
And let's do one more. We got one more introduction before we get too far because it's gonna
Yeah, I'm
happen.
here.
We're gonna
Come on,
bounce off
guys.
the rails. It always happens. So, Tegma, if you want to go ahead and get your intro in, tell people where they can
Yeah,
find
sure.
you.
I'll keep it quick. I'm TegmaTv on everything, Twitter and Twitch. I'm a strength coach that specializes in working with people with disabilities. I stream a little bit of politics, a little bit of React content, dispelling some of the bullshit that's in the fitness industry. And I grow my own weed. So I have a. Can I show it on stream or?
I'm
is that
in a
TOS?
legal state, and if you're in a legal state, which we're gonna assume you are, yeah, go ahead.
Hey,
Here's a jar of it. I have like
That's it.
5 of these.
a
Nice.
nice
Awesome.
medium
You said you work
sized.
with people with disabilities. Like, have you ever worked with someone who do you know what ankylosing spondylitis is?
I have heard of it. I have no experience with clients who have it though.
Gotcha. That's what I have, and it's like, yeah, it's brutal. I used to be like an avid bike rider and stuff like that. Like I would go on like 20-mile bike rides and stuff. I can't do any of that anymore, and I've gained a lot of weight.
It's like
it's
some.
hard
Oh, wow.
Is it on your ankle?
No, it's your spine. Its nickname
Oh.
is bamboo spine. Basically,
Yeah.
it's an autoimmune disease where your spine gets arthritis and tries to grow together.
Oh fuck, that sounds horrible.
Yeah. Well, I got diagnosed later on. Like that, there's medication that slows it and stuff like that. But there's a lot of shit I can't do that I used to be able to do. But like 4 years, like when I was under, like 4 years ago, I couldn't walk.
Wow.
No, I couldn't walk and shit.
So what have you been doing for it lately, like in terms of movement and stuff like that?
So I go to physical therapy, and they have me do like some like low impact stuff with resistance bands and things like that. But that stuff is fun. But like I need like some kind of like a cardio thing I could do more.
Or even
And
something more thrilling.
Have you done
Yeah.
like elliptical stuff or anything like that?
Yeah, eventually I'd like to buy an elliptical. Once I'm in Charleston, it won't matter. I can get to a gym. There's not a gym where I live.
Oh yeah, that's going to pose issues for sure.
Yeah, and
You might
I'm
have to
pretty
set up your
poor.
own in-home.
Right, which is hard to do considering like it's hard enough to buy food and gas right now. Like pretty
For
poor,
real though,
so
yeah.
that's why this new job will be good. But
Well, hell yeah, I
yeah,
hope that works out. That's fucking awesome.
yeah, I've came
Yeah,
a
same.
long way, so I'm optimistic. But you know,
Go a long way ahead.
yeah,
But that's all right. I dig resistant band training. That's what I've been trying to do over like the last year or so, just to get like some symmetry in my body, because I could start feeling like on certain sides of my body, my like right or left, leg or something would compensate if my other limb was hurting. Like a lot of people don't think about like how necessary physical therapy might be for just the general population.
Oh yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
100%.
Hey, Echo, how you doing?
Hey, sorry.
You are all good.
I'm there's an Adderall, literally an Adderall shortage in general, so my brain is broken. And I'm not stoned yet, but that'll fix it, I'm sure.
I don't know why I had Aiko at 200%, but you just blew my ears out.
Yeah, it
Oh.
was really loud on mine too. I was like, whoa. Usually she's kind of quiet, but I could definitely hear you today.
Okay.
Yeah, but I hear you perfect now that I have
Yeah.
you at like the normal like 100. So
Yeah, don't change anything on your end. It's you sound great.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Let me just fix my situation. Or else. Shit. Okay, continue while I fiddle with my whatever the hell this is. Oh wait.
I got a question for our host. Hey Jason, I've noticed whenever I tune into the StonerCast, you're usually sipping on
Oops.
something. So how many of like the StonerCast episodes have you gotten pretty crossfaded?
I'd say probably half of them, because there's some where I don't drink at all, and I'm just like drinking coffee or a
Right.
soda or something, So when it's like that, obviously I'm not getting crossfaded, but there's been a good half of them, and there's been a couple I got pretty shitty on for sure. Like when I first started out, because I was trying to like figure everything out, and I think part of it too is a little bit of nerves. I was like, man, am I gonna fucking fuck this whole thing up? Like little social lubricant, So, but as I've been doing a little bit more, I haven't done that as much.
Right on. Yeah, I just the 2 or 3 that I watched, I had noticed you were sipping on some wine, and I was like, oh man, like especially if you're on for a good 5-6 hours,
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna be feeling that. Even and you're dabbing. Oh,
I'd be
I
falling
love-
asleep, honestly.
Yeah, I don't know. The alcohol and dabs combination actually kind of wakes me the fuck up. It's really fucking weird, because I don't know why my body is like, this is wake up time. Get drunk and you're gonna like be bright and shiny and new. Let's go do things. And I'm like, yeah, everybody else is like, getting trashed and falling asleep,
I don't like drinking alcohol when I'm stoned. I don't know. Well, it depends. I like really like tasty alcohol drinks when I'm stoned, like
Yeah.
some like rum and some pineapple juice or something like that.
Yeah, it's got to be a good tasting beverage. Like I wouldn't, even when I do drink, if I'm getting high, it's always like something a little bit extra, something better. I ain't drinking no Coors Light or nothing like that, because I want to enjoy the flavor of it.
Yeah, you have the
Um,
heightened taste, so you might as well.
Yeah. So I want to give an opportunity because we've all kind of done our intros and Aiko just popped in. So I want to give an opportunity to just let Aiko talk about what Aiko does. Tell us her favorite strain or favorite way of consuming cannabis. Or maybe it's just a strain she's really liking right now. So go ahead.
I have a new strain that I haven't really been able to fully appreciate, I think, yet. Or at least I can't remember.
Mm-hmm.
Mochi. So we'll see how that goes.
Ooh,
Um
that sounds promising. I
and
love mochi.
yeah, it's supposed to one of the reviews said that it made them want to play basketball at 1 a.m. and I'm like, I could use that energy.
Hell
I
yeah.
could use that.
Yeah, they probably meant 2K.
Yeah, that's probably accurate. So like real life basketball. We
Or
swear.
to play some video
Oh,
game,
2K.
basketball video game.
I'm just saying
That energy.
whatever kind of energizing, I just would, even if it's not real, I would like to hope for it.
Hell
I
yeah.
remember,
Yeah.
I remember way back in the day, did a bunch of acid and played NBA 2K on the internet, like against people online, and won.
Jesus.
And and I didn't typically win.
You were
Back
in the
then.
acid zone.
Yeah.
Honestly, if you're a little carefree, especially if it's not relying on like your physical body to actually do it, you can kind of like luck out. Like in reality, because you don't feel the pressure of like, oh, I'm paying attention to the score or whatever. I gotta win. You're just gonna be like, huh, I'm just pressing buttons. I'm just living my life,
Living my best life with the button smashing,
living it to the fullest. That's the only way I've won in a fighting game.
Button mashing. No, some of those moves are hard to fucking do. Where they're like back, forward, down, fucking angle, X, Y. I'm like, I'm done. I
An
didn't make it.
input combo.
Yeah.
Did my
You're
best.
just like, but hey, if maybe if you're tripping or you're stoned enough, like it might work out actually.
Yeah. I could see that.
All you gamers, there are too many gamers on Twitch. I'm just saying.
I
It's a
wonder
gaming
why.
platform. I feel like gotta realize
Well,
that.
I feel like that's something we all do.
platform now.
I haven't played a single video game today.
Yeah,
Which is
Right.
rare.
Oh,
Sad.
I did
Okay,
waiting.
sad.
I will play video games, but I rarely do it on stream because I am so fucking bad. People just get frustrated and be like, "I'm turning this shit off." There's no way I'm gonna sit here and watch
Try
this
to
guy
help you?
keep dying.
Yeah, I almost killed my channel playing League of Legends.
Yeah. See.
Oh my.
I watched some of those league clips and I just am like, it might not just be for you.
It doesn't look like a fun game aesthetically. I'm just saying.
So apparently, with the way your liver processes alcohol, it wakes you up. Has something to do with the neuroinhibitor GABA, which leaves you waking up. It's that way that alcohol breaks down into sugars and carbs.
Wow. That's
It's
fucking
probably your
wild.
body's way of trying to prevent alcohol poisoning.
Yeah, probably.
Conga said Aiko just doesn't want to play League with her brother.
Nope.
I
Do
mean,
you
when
have
did
to
League
do-
come out?
Do you have to do things more than one time in League?
Yeah.
Okay, well there you go.
Not happening. You heard it here. You heard it here first, folks. Not happening. No league for Aiko.
No.
That's
I
what's
tried that game once and immediately rage quit. It was just not my game.
up.
Did anyone has anyone played the trolley game though?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, I fucking hate it, but I'm like, I think I'll play more of it on stream because chat killed a dog. I didn't do it. Chat did it.
Chad
So-
did it.
Yes. Yes. I played the one. Actually, you can have your chat vote on which thing you do. So it's like exclamation point A or B. So it takes it out of your hands. It's like, well, if you do this, then this will happen. If you do this, then this will happen. And one of them led to a dead dog. I don't know if you can avoid it, but I got really mad. It was too early in the game. Too early for me to
You're just
deal
getting
with that.
scarred like 25% through the playthrough.
Yes.
It's like, I don't know if I can recover from this, to be
That
honest.
reminds me. Do you want to hear my wild story? of
Yeah,
what
yeah,
happened
yeah.
to
You
me?
had a wild story you want to tell. Yeah, let's hear it.
So I'm leaving work. It just starts pouring down the rain, right? So I'm just like going down the road, do. And I look out my window and I see something white in the bushes. I'm like, is that a fucking car? So like I get to the end of the bridge, I pull off the side of the road, I like walk. This is on the side of the interstate, by the way. So like I walked down there and it was a fucking car, and there were people in it. They had been down there for like 10 minutes.
Oh shit.
They were like sideways. So I start freaking out. So I climb to the side of the car. I get the door open, and like
When? When was this?
today,
What?
this happened after I got off work today on my way here. So I open the door,
A long
and
time.
it's
I'm just saying.
yeah. I yelled for them like, "You guys okay?" And they're like, "Yeah." Call 911. Open the door. I try to like help them out, but the woman was like a little bit bigger, and I couldn't do anything to get her out. Right, and she couldn't get herself out, and there
Oh,
was someone
shit.
like underneath her. Another guy that was like underneath her. It was fucking nuts. It scared the shit out of me at first.
Holy
I was like, I wonder how
crap.
long they were down here. They'd been down there for like 10 minutes. I guess they just like
That's heavy.
hydroplaned off the road. And then, even then, after all that, I dropped on the road and there was another car that had wrecked off the side of the road. But there was already people with them.
Damn. So
I waited till the ambulance got there before I
That's
left.
crazy.
I wanted to leave before the cops got there because my car is not completely legal right now.
oh, got it. Yeah.
I'm not trying to give a statement right now.
Yeah.
That too.
They're like, hey, you driving that car? Nah, I walked here.
Yeah, I walked here. But let me move it out of your way, officer.
Was there like some sort of weather event that was
Yes.
causing all?
It
Okay.
was storming. It was raining really
Okay.
hard.
Yeah, same here.
But I'm lucky I saw them because they were like deep in that. Like it was like a big like brush area.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I don't know if you know about West Virginia, but it gets pretty green out here.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I would not guess.
Terrifying.
But yeah, that was wild. And this was like, luckily my edible hadn't kicked in. I took my edible for
Fuck.
Oh my god.
Well, like in my head, I was like, all right, I get home and jump on this panel. And then like I realized like, oh wait, the panel doesn't start until like 2 hours after I get home. So it was
Oh my
really unnecessary for me to do that, but
Just
But you
imagine
did
you're
it
peeking.
nonetheless.
I don't
Peeking
regret
when
it.
you show up to the car crash scene. You're just like, hello, are you okay?
No, I wasn't even high
Still.
yet. Wasn't even a little bit stunned yet because it's like maybe 2 minutes after I took the edible.
Good timing.
Yeah,
I feel like everyone has a
I'm like I'm
bad
peaking
timing.
right now, actually, but
Wait, are you stoned now?
oh, very,
Okay. I didn't even
very.
do anything yet, so yeah, I would probably have just been like, is this normal? Do you normally hang out here like you're regular?
Is this your spot? You know, like you're just chilling.
Yeah.
You know?
Someone in my chat was like, "That's not where you park a car."
Yeah, seriously. I'd be like,
Like
You were
almost
like-
upside down though. They were like sideways, like almost to the point of being upside down.
that's so crazy. What were you thinking after it kicked in? When did it kick in?
I kicked in maybe like I don't know about 10 minutes after I finished my hot dogs after I got home.
10 minutes after finishing your hot dogs? Okay, that's a good amount of time. That was me. Ross says that it was him.
Ross was the
To hang out.
the woman I couldn't pull out the car.
Oh my god.
Coughing. Obviously, I didn't need to tell y'all I was coughing. You guys probably got that social cue. But
Listen, like I said before, I posted in Discord, but with the perspective watch that I'm taking, like, I guess notes. I don't know. I'm not used to talking into a phone, or a watch, so I finished it off with like, okay, thank you, goodbye. Like just writing in the reminders.
if I had a cool watch like that, I would always pretend like I was a Power Ranger and or a spy.
A Power Ranger spy.
Yeah.
The James Bond watch. You got
Yeah.
some like poison darts or something in it.
Right.
Ooh, I wonder if I could rig it up and get some poison darts in
Small bullets.
Whatever you need.
So much violence on the stoner panel.
I want one that's got a little mini torch in it so I can do dabs.
That works.
Or even like a flamethrower. You could light a spliff.
Hear me out.
Yeah,
A
anywhere
little
from
a little thing that does poison darts.
Freemz like poison darts.
He's really selling the poison. I would do the poison darts. That sounds like fun.
Sometimes
Can I make them weed darts so I can chill some motherfuckers out? You know, like when they get too hypey.
I'm fine with that. Like that's what I'm
100
I'm
milligrams.
thinking of like a Karen type situation where
Yeah.
like she's like, you shouldn't be, and it's like, and, like catch a dart to the throat. Like, yeah, fuck Karen.
Feeling better now, huh? Feeling better now?
Yeah.
You still angry? Oh, we'll give you another one.
There's no reason to
mad
be
at-
freaking out at Walmart at 2 p.m. Come on.
Yeah, you
Fine.
mad I'm cooking these brats? Now you want one? I'm gonna piss in your shoe, Karen.
Damn it, Karen.
Same. Actually, I already did. What are you gonna do about it?
Owned. Yes.
That went to such a weird spot. Poison darts to piss in shoe. All right. I
We
like
haven't
it.
even started yet.
Yeah, I dig it.
Oh well, pissing darts is the only weird part. I think I've talked about pissing in people's shoes before because they deserve that too.
So
Some wet socks.
as
what
long
if
as
you
you're not
had,
shitting in anybody's bed, right?
What if you had pissing
that's-
darts that
Oh,
pissed on
pissing-
people? Like you could fire them off and it just like squirt pee all over them, and then like
I'm just picturing like you're shooting at a little dart and it shoots at the little guy from the Calvin and Hobbes cartoon that people put on like pissing logos on like the back of their car.
just pops out and pees all over you and disappears. You know.
Should
I saw people at the public pool fill up a like super soaker with their piss,
That-
and
is something that I completely was about to say, but go ahead.
I was just gonna say that like that's one thing that I don't think I could forgive someone for. Like as funny as you think that is disgusting.
What, peeing in a pool?
No,
No,
you
in
piss
a-
in a super soaker like a squirt gun,
Yeah.
Well,
and
funny
some of those
story,
can hold quite a lot of liquid, which is nasty.
This Pepsi, 30% piss. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry.
You're like I forgot.
Everyone's like, I'm not sure if he's
Okay.
telling the truth because he's real high right now. You know.
Might make the Pepsi taste better.
Probably not. I don't think so.
Pepsi. Were there other options?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Um,
wondering.
Because listen, I'm balling on a budget, and I got a free Pepsi per 2 hot dogs at the gas station.
Oh, okay. Well, that
Okay.
worked.
So
I
I
was
got
gonna
2
say-
Pepsis with 4 hot dogs.
I was gonna
For,
say
like,
maybe you were
$3.
just doing the like suicidal tendencies thing. You know, all I wanted was a Pepsi. You know.
Apparently, all we need is Pepsi. I don't understand dark cola.
You don't drink dark
I
cola?
had too much edible just now. I think I
It's
just
not good
rolled
for you.
too much. So I'll roll a joint. I just thought that everyone should know. I have my friend brought me over a lot of packs of the bubblegum gelato faded fruits,
Ooh.
and
They're
it's
good
very
friends.
very silly goose time. Well, I have to cut his hair still, but I have a lot of strains. Oh, that also reminds me. I forgot that he brought me over lilac OG too. I have a
Ooh.
lot of different things. I forget what that's supposed to be like.
Giving someone a fresh fade while you're faded. I don't know if I trust you.
I actually used to always be doing hair stoned when I
Fair
did
enough.
hair full time.
Okay,
yeah.
it's not like you're like top 10 times, first times or whatever.
Oh yeah, no, I'm very seasoned when it comes to being stoned and cutting hair. It works out.
It's your stoned hobby.
Well, he's actually the only one that I'll still like cut his hairs because then I get weed. And especially my go-to is citral glue for streaming. That's a good one. I'm still coherent. Well, I don't know about coherent, but like I'm not gonna fall asleep. I'll just probably end up singing about doing your mom. You know?
It's a good
Gotta
song.
get a good beat going. Yeah.
I had it.
I'm still waiting for you to let my mom out of the basement, Aiko. I know she sent me letters. She says she does want to come visit. She might not want to stay home, but she wants to visit. And you know, I think it's time. You gotta let her out, okay?
Listen, she can leave whenever she wants. She's just making up excuses because she can't go that long without my dick. It's too long.
I had the "I fucked your mom" song stuck in my head at work yesterday.
I love that so much. I love when people when chat like people will come back and be like, I had smacking dick stuck in my head all day. And yeah. So I like that. It might be, I don't know if it's a blessing or a curse that I'm putting upon someone, but
I also frequently get 3-6 Mafia stuck in my head too. So you're on the same like level there as 3-6 Mafia.
Pog. Very pog.
Oh yeah. Nothing wrong with that. But yeah, no, I've definitely gotten your song stuck in my head, no question. I've been walking around my house singing them and like I can't really sing all the words because obviously it's me and my daughter. So I'm like, I like start to sing it and I'm like, never mind. Like trail off. And she's like, what are you doing? I'm like, nothing, don't worry about it. It's just cool.
Yeah. And
You're singing
then
my
wait,
favorite
how old is
song.
she?
She's 12.
Yeah, so then she hears you like humming it and singing a little, and then she goes to school and then she's like singing it a little, and then and then you get a call.
Her teacher's like, yeah, I watch Aiko all the time. I know exactly what she's singing.
Yeah. The teacher's like, I have a little girl too. Aiko fucks me.
Oh my God.
Oh, that reminds me of the alert that I have to make. That just reminded me of another alert. Okay,
Aiko, did you see the clips
which clips?
of Joe Lewis on the panel last night?
Oh no, I didn't.
Freemz Loose Lotion is back.
Freemz
And
is
I didn't even provoke him to do it. Out of nowhere, he just goes, you should give Freemz money for Freemz Loose Lotion and all this stuff. He went into it. It's great. So
Yeah, that was fucking awesome.
Oh yeah, you were there.
Yeah,
He
I was
must
on
have
that
been
one.
like hanging out in one of our chats, or like someone in our mutual chats brought it up again.
He had to be watching that stream we did the other night because we talked about it a lot there.
Yes, that was fun. Wait, which stream was that? Oh, that was with Ziggy.
Yo, Ziggy.
Yeah. And President Sunday. Were you there when President Sunday?
Yep.
Okay, yeah. I had fun, especially with Mike from PA maniacally laughing. I couldn't turn it off. I turned it on for 1 second, and then I can't really explain it unless I show it to you. And yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Have you smoked yet?
Aiko always coming in with the video evidence.
Always. It's I don't know. I just have a silly goose time. What can I say?
That dude sucks turds. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be talking shit about other streamers on this panel, but he's a real turd sucker, you know?
Oh,
Yeah, what the hell? I thought this was apolitical.
No, I mean, I don't hate all this politics. It's just him.
Do you remember this?
I think it's good to dislike streamers. There are streamers who I agree with some of their shit politically, but when it comes down to interpersonally, I'm like, I just think you're a fucking horrible person.
Yeah.
But you know, there are people like that.
How much is really like? How? I don't
Can
know.
I do that?
You're can you what? What?
That facial hair.
This remix of PB Biden from back in the day. But I mean, like when it's someone like Mike, you don't have any principles in the first place. So
Yeah. Fair game. Fair game.
if I put this on T-shirts, do you think that people will wear them?
I would.
I would buy that T-shirt.
I'm
That'd be
scared of what are the people's faces in the background?
I'd
Like the
actually
top
wear
left?
that. I'd wear that
There's
on a hot pink T-shirt.
Biden's face.
You know what's funny?
it's
You could
just
sell
like a
that
read.
shirt to like a lot of like leftists and conservatives.
True. True.
Why aren't we getting that Biden bag? The anti-Biden bag is out there to be got.
Let's go.
Anti-Biden bag. Oh, you mean like let's go Brandon, but like from the
Hey,
from
we
the
appealing
left.
to all people.
Oh, I have lots of things to appeal to people with. Where's this window capture? Okay, I just have to since I mentioned it, I just have to. This is what I couldn't stop. Ah, shit.
Yeah, I was gone before you started playing this.
Good streamers like I'm important. Good streamers like I'm important.
I just couldn't.
What the
I lost
fuck?
the window and I couldn't stop it.
Oh Jesus.
Can I get a crop top? Yeah, actually, they have Streamlabs has crop tops. I'm gonna just order a bunch of stuff that I want and put weird things on top of, and yeah, I'll see if I think people will like them. But anyway, I'll make a Freemz Loose Lotion shirt. That'll be super fun.
I have one. Have you seen it?
Yes, of course I have.
Hell yeah. I
But
have
like
not seen it.
with the
I'll
lotion.
put it on at some point during the stream. I'll put it on.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Has Ico started smoking yet?
I took too much of an edible just now, but I'm going to. Also, hello everyone. Hello everyone that is joining us for StonerCast, which is not mine, but I am here. There are people here who are cool, and I missed the intros. Can
Yeah, I'm Freemz.
You want another little brief
Freemz is
intro
Freemz.
all the way around?
Yeah,
Let's go.
can we do a little brief intros? Oh,
I don't
thank
need one, but they do.
Clawing each other to death while we're feeding.
Okay, I'm MagnusXavier. I stream politics.
Sorry. Just there was a
alert.
alert. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I got
go
you.
ahead.
No, you're good. My name is MagnusXavier. I stream politics. I read a little theory. I cover breaking news. I also do some variety gaming as well. I get scared. I rage. The usual fun stuff. I tend to double dab if my chat will make me. And yeah, we just tend to have a real good kind of messed up time. I don't know if I can say fucked up, but I just did. But I'll pass it on to Tegma.
Hey, what's up? I'm Tegma. I don't have a regular streaming schedule right now, but in 2 weeks I'll probably be starting at 3:30 p.m. Monday through Friday. I stream mostly about fitness stuff. I'm a strength coach specializing in clients with disabilities, and I grow my own weed. Here you go. Here's some of it.
What is that? Which strain is that?
Mother of all buds.
Is that actually a strain name?
Yeah, that's what the seed package said.
Very
A
interesting.
Moab.
Right now I'm growing chocolate.
Fuck yeah, chocolate's delicious.
How many plants can you have per person where you live?
It's up to 6. So I grow 4 sativa, 2 indica. I stick to Northern Lights for indica because it's what I know. I really love the chocolate. That stuff's really good. I can go to work with that. It's awesome.
That's a tasty strain too. It tastes really nice.
I also smoke exclusively indica.
I could see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
And part
knocks
of
me
it,
right the fuck out
I think
because I
part of the
haven't
reason
stopped.
why is we talked about it a little bit last time I was here. I used to be a heroin addict, and I feel like indica keeps me from not even thinking about that. You know what I mean?
Wait, you're telling me that it might be actually like an anti-stepping stone, or
Right?
what?
Right?
The gateway drug. It's an anti-gateway drug? No way.
Yeah, it's amazing how that works.
That's a lie. I don't believe it.
But like sativa, I like sativas. If like a sativa's there and that's all that's there, I'll smoke it, obviously, right? But indica is like, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm the
I have a
same. Like with
preference.
indica, like if somebody's treating and they're gonna give me a fucking smoke a joint with me, or give me weed. Oh no, I'm not gonna turn down some indica. There's some dank ass indicas out there. I just can't smoke them on the regular because I'm already very fucking lethargic. People have called me a sloth. Like I've had people legit be like, "You're like a sloth. You're like just slow and deliberate," and it's like, yeah, I guess. So I have to smoke like sativas, or I'd just be fucking laid out all the time.
But hybrids, I think for me, if it's like straight sativa, it kind of depends. Otherwise, it can be like too, I don't know,
Edgy, yeah.
edgy.
I can feel you on that. Sometimes I have some friends that like when they smoke indicas, it can cause them to have a little bit of anxiety. And I can kind of get that because it's definitely like playing on like the more like antidepressant type receptors. So, it's like triggering those like elements in your brain to be like, and so yeah, I think that's where you find like you have some people that prefer the indicas because they need to slow that shit down. I just need to speed the shit
I feel like indica makes me more like apathetic, which I need at times. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Like instead of like freaking out all the time, whereas sativa doesn't remove that like apathy break that I need.
I would say like with a lot of sativas, it's even more like you're like hyper aware.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, it almost like enhances the apathy, which kills my anxiety.
Yeah, I need to do the delicate balance of not of being distracted, but not too distracted. Don't pay attention to things because of my OCD, but then also I have to remember that I live in a world because of my ADHD. But now it's actually people are like, "Oh, you're just stoned all the time." By people, I mean not really anyone anymore that knows me, but they're like you must be really stoned. I'm like, "No, I'm not stoned at all. I'm just literally this is just what it is right now." Different smokes for different folks. I like that. Good quote.
Yeah.
Actually, that should go on to the life advice wall. I'm gonna write that down.
I really like indica dominant hybrids for like that too.
Yeah, I can do
a
some.
long time.
I'm more inclined to do like indica flower. Like if it's indica concentrate, it's definitely like a no go. But there's definitely like indica or indica dominant hybrids that I'll fuck with. Once in a while, it's like a treat. For sure. Like Freemz was talking about when you see and smell good Granddaddy Purple, you're not turning that shit down. Like that shit's so fucking nice. The taste and everything, so
I was gonna second what you said about how if people are offering you, I'm never gonna turn down. I'm not gonna be like, oh, what strain are we smoking? But I definitely do have preferences. I'm more of like a sativa hybrid dominant. I was just thinking though, I don't think I've really tried many indica dominant or like hybrids. So that would be something worth giving a shot.
yeah, there's definitely some good ones out there. Skywalker OG is a really good one. I like that one a lot.
Yeah, I usually have access to Skywalker OG actually.
Yeah, that's a good one. That always seems to like hit me right if I might hit smoking indica. I like the flavor and everything of that one too. And the Star Wars reference isn't bad. Ain't mad at that.
I always had access to indica, so that's why I have a preference. I wouldn't say I'm anti-indica, but like that's not my main priority. I can
Right.
buy a sativa, I will.
How did you guys all find your preferences for what strains you liked? Like, how many strains did you have to smoke through to get to, you know, the ones that you prefer?
Man, I was buying off the street for so long, like God, years, you know, because it wasn't like I knew strains that I liked, but as far as being able to get them all the time, you know, before legalization, good luck, hit or miss. You know, I'd have the ones I kind of liked that felt like they worked for me, but you know, it wasn't really until I was able to go into dispensaries and like further educate myself on like terpenes and all that shit that I was really able to find something that was like, this is it. You know, these are the ones that I like. But because I used to bounce around between indica, sativas, hybrids, and just it was kind of like what tasted good, you know. And I wasn't paying much mind to the like physical effects. But you know, once you know you've got kind of the education laid out for you a little bit easier, you know, especially in like legalized states, it's like, oh, okay, now I can actually find what I want. And once I started going to dispensary, it was probably like maybe 3 to 6 months before I found the strains that I was like really like, these are the ones. These are the ones I know work for me. If I can get those, I'm going for it. You know what I mean?
My top 5 shelf. If they got it, I'm getting it. It's in stock. These are the strains. I would say for me personally, I think with like legalization and if there's continued legalization, especially with access to like bud tenders who can be quite knowledgeable about this stuff and like terpenes, I would say it's probably like under 50. But if you are just buying from like middlemen dealers and they're giving you strains that like legit don't exist, they're just making up the name on the spot, I would expect you have to smoke probably, you know, 75, 100 strains before you're like, okay, like Jason was kind of hinting at, like when you don't have any sort of variety or inventory to choose from, it's a lot harder to just find your own way of like, oh, these are the strains I want. Because some people would legit tell you it's like a sativa, but it's an indica.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, thank you.
So,
Awesome.
Excuse me, I forgot my grinder in my room. One moment, please.
Oh, unacceptable. Fired. That's it.
Grinder in the room, smoking in the room.
Man,
Judgment.
I used to have a friend, so he lived in Colorado, in Denver, and he would come down and bring a bunch of different shit with him. And I was also subscribed to Hot Times at the time, so that
yeah.
mixed with that, I was able to like get shit what I wanted before he even got here. So I was able to try out a bunch of different shit. He used to like. I shouldn't say that. Never mind. I don't know what the.
You're like, I can't reveal this information.
There's some other things I shouldn't say, but yeah.
That makes me want to look into that guy that was importing from British Columbia. He was importing seeds into the U.S. and got extradited to the U.S. What ended up happening with that case?
That seems like a lot of waste of tax dollars, doesn't it?
Hey, we gotta extradite this guy that's selling seeds for a
Yeah.
drug people really want. Gotta get him.
Was his name Mark Emery? That's what somebody said in my chat.
I believe so, yes.
Yeah.
The king of cannabis, I think is his nickname.
Sounds like such a Canadian name.
Oh yeah.
Mark Emery. Sounds like a hockey goalie or something.
Right.
Played in the NHL. Or the
Oh yeah, there's a
CHL.
hockey player named Ray Emery. That's why I think that. God, I'm high.
Mike Emery, eh? We're going to
like
Toronto. We're going to Toronto.
North, like Midwest America has a different relation to hockey than like the rest of the United States.
What is it?
Surprisingly,
Just the-
Arizona really digs their fucking hockey team, and I'm kind of surprised. We're in the fucking desert, and people are like, "Yeah, hockey."
Hey, whatever you can just distract from the blazing heat. I mean,
Yeah.
sure, we can have
I
ice
love-
here. It's
I
fine.
love hockey.
I don't know any of the strategy, but it's a fun sport to watch for sure.
I'm a huge sports fan. I watch like literally pretty much every sport.
You diversify.
Yeah. Actually went to college originally for sports journalism.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, big sports fan. But hockey is when the Flyers are good, I'm a bigger fan, but they're really bad this year.
A random sports fact in my family. Do you know Jared Allen? He used to play on the Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah.
My uncle interviewed him back in the day on the radio, and I was like, damn, that's
Damn.
like a weird little tidbit.
Watch
But
that dude go moose hunting with a spear.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
It's
he's
fucking
quite a
crazy.
savage.
Yeah, he used to have a mullet, and for every sack that he would get that season, he would put a racing stripe in his side of his head.
That's pretty dope. That's pretty fucking dope.
If we were to continue on this sports thing, I could say he's one of those people that comes kind of from nowhere and then is one of the best players professionally. Like might have not been good in, high school or college, but then just grows into their body and learns skills. It's kind of wild.
You see that a lot with undrafted players. Like we got, but I'm a Chargers fan, obviously. Fucking,
Hey, same here.
yeah, and Austin Eckler, undrafted, player, fucking ends up being like fucking all-star. Antonio Gates was undrafted.
That's true.
Antonio Gates, actually, a lot of people thought he was going to be a pro basketball player when he was in
College
high
power
school.
forward.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, if you can't make it to the NBA and you're 6'4" and above, you should go and try to play tight end.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure.
You don't need to really block that much. Blocking's not that hard, but like realistically, you can just catch the ball and you can make it.
Pick up that short yardage, Who's
I
gonna be
remember
mad at that?
whenever Randy Moss played, because I'm from West Virginia, when Randy Moss was in high school, the big question is whether or not he was going to play pro basketball or pro football. And his basketball team that he was on, Jason Williams was also on that team.
White chocolate.
Yeah, and
What a nickname.
he was the second best player on that team. Randy Moss was the best player on that basketball team.
Just throwing lobs because he's got
Yeah.
like a 40+ inch vert.
Yeah.
Just
So yeah,
catching
you
it
just had
one-handed.
Jason Williams throwing like crazy alley-oops to Randy Moss in high school.
Hey guys, keep going. I got a thing I gotta handle real quick. I'll be right back. Just keep going. I'll be right back.
No, you're
Okay.
good. My last thing I'll say, basketball-wise, one of my personal goals is to try to be able to. I've never been
Alright,
able to dunk.
well,
Like I didn't
I
play
don't know
basketball in
what
high
to
school
do
or
about it.
anything, but like picked it up after I graduated and really like it's my. I know I could play it when I'm older, which is a nice thing, but I want to be able to dunk so bad. Just jump and put the ball in the hoop.
How tall
a
are
game.
you?
Like 6'1".
Okay.
I can grab rim, so like I just need like maybe
mom
like
Grab room. Sorry, I just had.
God.
she
I'm
certainly
sorry.
could. I mean, that'd be
Whenever-
pretty sweet.
Whenever I was younger, when I mean younger, I mean like in my early
Mhm.
20s, I could grab the rim.
Hey,
But I'm 5'10".
yeah, there's a lot of shorter guys that have bounce.
But I was
there's-
used to skateboard, so
That's a lot of jumping, so
Yeah.
that makes sense.
yeah, skateboarding and stage diving. Am I right, Aiko?
What about stage diving?
Just talking about doing things that involve jumping when you're younger. I couldn't imagine stage diving now.
Jumping to like see a stage is a thing that I did whenever I went anywhere, because I 5'0". Yeah, I couldn't see anything.
Like the wild part about that is Aiko used to be able to dunk.
Yeah, I know.
Just
It
out
is
there
pretty
hooping.
wild. Yeah,
Dunk your,
I mean,
dunk
just
your
usually
mom.
I just climb your mom and then I end up at
Climb her like a tree.
Yep. Okay, let's see. Citral Glue, Lilac OG, Northern Lights, which I don't even know if I've had before.
Northern Lights
I
is
know
one of my
it's
fave.
Yeah,
Pretty solid.
I grow it.
indica
It's good.
and-
Yeah,
Yeah, nice.
pretty well known.
I wish. I don't know. I wish that I knew how to make weed, but
Oh, if
But
I
I-
could press my own concentrate, it would be dangerous.
let's see.
But yeah,
Oh.
that's crazy. You can have 6 plants. That's a lot of harvest. Like that's a lot of yield, especially for one person.
I got 6 pounds out of the last one. I'm going for a solid 2 pounds per this time. So
And if you've got roommates who are also growing, you're like a small little farm at that point.
Yeah, nice little co-op and stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah, I can't really go into the business end that much, I guess. I don't really know. I don't know what I can get into on Twitch at all, but yeah, I mean,
It's legal.
it's
Whatever
fun.
you do is legal is fine. If
Oh,
it's
It'd be
okay.
pretty
illegal, then don't
cool.
talk about it.
Yeah, it'd be pretty cool if eventually like Twitch's rules could be so that like you could clip buds and stuff, like show people how to act, like Aiko was saying, like actually be able to like prepare your harvest, and
Oh no, you can.
you can.
You can do that. Yeah, you
Yeah.
could do that.
Oh, right on.
As long as
Yeah.
you're in like a legal state, I'm
Oh,
gonna.
Yeah.
so like as long as it's legal, it's just covered.
Yeah, the thing that Twitch does actually is they'll shadow ban grow streamers. So what they'll do is like it'll be really hard for them to get partner. And that what is that buzz? Holy shit!
Oh, sorry.
Are you shaving your genitals right now?
What the fuck?
Right?
Just a razor.
That's cool. But yeah, they'll shadow ban people who like have their camera turned to their grow op or something. Like some people will literally just keep streams going 24/7. Like there's grow streams.
just
Jason
check
probably
in.
knows a few of them. Huh?
You can just like check in, and they might have like live stats on the plants or whatever, like humidity, all the sorts of fun stuff that people that nerd out about that stuff would be like, all right, I need to know. What is the current state of this at 3 in the morning?
Yeah,
Leave out
or
harvest these buds.
Right.
yeah, yeah, or like they'll just be watching them grow. Like that's really fun. Just watching them grow, like checking in like week to week, or just putting it on when you go to sleep.
Oh yeah,
But,
that's
Yeah,
really cool.
I'm sure that. Yeah, I imagine that it would be like really difficult to get partnered. Like having that kind of stream, Twitch is like it. They just pick and choose. They don't necessarily give everyone partner just because it like qualifies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they like rejected me the first time. The first time that they rejected me, they said they aren't partnering like React streamers. So then I wrote this entire thing, the next application, as to why I'm not a React streamer, and I used a lot of idpol and it worked out. So
Awesome.
there's a lot more. There's
Weaponizing their own system against them. Let's go. I love it.
exactly.
I'll play by rules.
Hell yeah.
But that's actually something also just like random advice to like streamers. This is a thing that I've seen happen too. AikoRulz, he always has his camera really small. But when he was trying to get partnered, he got rejected, but then he made his camera like a lot bigger. Like so if just make your camera bigger.
Take up more screen space.
Yes.
Yeah.
It helps if you just like make your overlay look different because I don't know.
That's actually why I went to like a side camera view on mine, just to give like more picture of myself but not chew up a bunch of screen space for like if I'm watching something,
Mhm.
So it seems to work out pretty well. I've got like a little grid thing going on, which I think I've probably outgrown at this point though, and I want to redo some of that stuff.
Measuring the pixels, getting a ruler out.
Yeah, got to move the room around a little bit, change things up,
I
switch up the furniture.
Get some more better. I need an interior designer in here. All right.
Yeah,
Gotta freshen the place up.
No, yeah, I think I'm gonna pretty soon do some new layouts and kind of revamp shit. I do that every once in a while anyways. Like I got my dabber view, so like when I go to do a dab, I just fucking hit my little dab button on the stream deck and it pushes me over to my whole other weed scene, my dabbing scene, and then puts my music on full blast, so it's fun.
I only have one scene that I fuck up. Like I just keep changing it every stream, and it's very inconvenient. And I don't know. I don't know what to do about that. But
I saw you messing with it, and I was like, I'm glad it's not just me, because I know there's a lot of people that are really prepared with their scenes, and then I'm over here just constantly moving things like, that doesn't look that good. I want to change that up.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's a part of
Freemz.
the OCD thing. But
Freemz, you
I
had
don't know.
a.
I'm assistant. Oh my God, Freemz.
You're missing something. What happened?
Freemz.
What is it?
Those are some fucking chops, man.
Freemz.
Hold on, someone just subbed.
That's
Thank
Thank you
fucking
for the prime
great.
sub. What is it?
Well, I'm loving the chops.
Oh, thank you. Do you mind?
It's up to you.
Thank you.
There we have it. We get Freemz on StonerCast doing a shaving stream.
I'd love to see it.
I should have eaten before I had that gummy because it is starting to rise over me like a tidal wave. And seeing Freemz do this. I'm sorry, what'd you say?
I said Ico peaking.
I don't know if it's starting to swell, that's for sure. Starting to swell up.
I mean, I'm kind of just watching Freemz at this point, like in awe.
Sponsored by Manscaped over here.
For real. What's your Manscaped code?
You
What's
should have
up?
thought of this in advance.
You're saying I should have shaved before I got on stream? You know,
No,
there's only so much time in a day.
No,
You
we
should
want your
have
Manscaped code.
Yeah.
Yeah. We need the code so we can get 20% off.
Well,
Come on, let's go.
this here is the
all
this here is the lawnmower 2.0. When manscaping, you got to use the right tools for the job, and trust me, your balls will thank you. I've actually been using Manscaped for months already. I own a couple of products like the lawnmower 2.0 and their ball deodorant because it's the only thing that saved me from my itchy balls. Manscaped was kind enough to send me the perfect package 3.0 kit, which includes their new and improved lawnmower 3.0 along with other liquid formulations for manscaping routines. Okay, I'm done.
Wait.
Damn, that was awesome. Holy shit.
Liquid
Sign me up.
formulations concerns me a little bit.
No. Which podcast?
It's all semen.
Right.
Like it's just depending on how many podcasts you watch, like is like the amount of different pitches that you'll hear. So was that based off of any particular podcast?
I googled Manscaped copy pasta.
Oh, okay.
I
nice.
thought that was off the dome, and I was like, wow, this is
I
this
believe
man the sponsor.
Convincing.
Yeah.
I
Very.
believe I do it. Yeah.
This is actually a Philips Norelco.
Oh, see, there you go.
I just don't believe you about things anymore.
The
Too
illusion
late.
is shattered.
Yeah,
Sorry.
It's okay.
you've
Use
ruined our
code
innocence.
COME at checkout.
Use code COME. There you go.
I love it. This is Seaman 2.0.
Seaman 2.0. Okay, yeah.
It's designed for sailors. You're supposed to use it when you're out at sea. It accounts for the rough
No one
waters and
believes
such.
that. No one believes you right now.
It's got enough
saying-
battery for a whole fishing season. We swear.
Yeah.
See, wait, what? Fishing season?
I don't know what that's called. I was about to call it a harvest, and I'm like, that's definitely not what it's called.
No, that is totally what it's called.
A
Like a
harvest of fish.
harvesting season, like to harvest your beard or your balls.
Okay.
It's
fair enough.
ball. It's ball harvesting time.
I feel like
Ball harvesting time?
Yeah.
For my
Ball.
next stream, I should just leave it like this, and like I'll start my stream like this, and just be like,
Oh
"Hello,
my!
everybody."
It's harvesting
Let's go.
time.
It's hard.
Oh my God.
He's
These
gotta
are the
say
two
that.
faces of democracy. Welcome to twitch.tv/Freemz. And then I'll give like right wing talking points from this side. And then it's clean shave over here and give some like liberal takes.
Oh my.
Yes.
This might be my favorite cosplay idea I've seen. It's up there for sure.
Which
Makes
is
the list.
the Freemz loose lotion side? Center.
This
The
I don't know.
center. Like
the
face,
center.
yeah, just like face forward because you own it. Because
Hey.
Freemz lotion.
Does anyone want to buy my beard?
You know, I know some websites you might
Whoa.
know. Just kidding.
Maybe someone will.
I mean, somebody
Just a
could.
little snip.
You could
You
just
know,
tell
it's
them it's hair
multicolored.
from somewhere else, from someone else, and sell it. I'm
Now
sure.
you're
I'm sure.
thinking.
You know, that'd work.
Jason's thinking.
Next thing you know, I sell my beard and then I'm getting charged for murder.
They're leaving your hair follicles at the crime scene.
Right.
Yeah,
They're like, easy.
Your DNA was all
Easy
over the
dub.
place.
I really gotta get
Kind
in
of
here behind the
DNA.
cans. Let me mute.
Oh,
See, folks, this is the kind of shit you can expect from StonerCast. People
Mhm.
shaving, you know,
Stoned.
people getting very stoned, you know.
It's been fun so far.
Oh yeah.
has anyone cooked on the StonerCast before?
No.
That would
there-
be cool, like
there-
an infused.
Now there is somebody I'm trying to get on. Her name is Creative Ganja Queen, and her stream is really fucking cool. And she does cook like cannabis meals, like full on meals on her stream, and tells you like all the recipes and shit. Like she did
I've been checking
tacos
it
one
out.
night when I was streaming, or when I was watching her stream. Like I was like, these look awesome. So yeah, trying to get her on. Maybe she'll want to do some cooking for us or something. That would be rad.
I traded a guy an
Maybe
eighth of
anything.
weed for a goat leg.
For a
For a
goat leg?
goat leg?
Yeah, for a goat leg.
Was it
Just
good?
Go like.
I haven't ate it yet.
Oh, all right.
It will be. I can cook some goat.
Like I know
Incredible.
my niece and her husband like to make, they have goats, and they like to make birria out of goat, and it's really fucking good.
Make.
Yeah.
Is birria?
I don't know what that is.
It's like stewed meat and like all these seasonings and shit. Like people, like right now, right in the Southwest, there's this big thing for quesadilla tacos, which is like, it's that meat with like cheese in it, and then you have a consomme that you dip the whole thing in. So you dip the whole taco in like this consomme and eat it, and it's fucking wonderful. But I guess typically a lot of people use beef, but because they have goats, they use goat, and it was pretty fucking amazing. I would eat it 100 times over.
I need to branch out and try goat because I get food from an Indian restaurant quite frequently, and probably 50% to 75% of their menu is goat. I'm like, I just need to branch out, I guess.
The only thing I could say is
Well,
like,
it's delicious.
and it's the same with both. I think with both with goat and lamb is like, they can be a little greasy sometimes, but I fucking love that grease. I'm not gonna fucking lie. It's good. Like, bring it on. Pour extra lamb grease all over that shit. I'll slather myself in it.
Yeah, goat's really, really good. I also have some elk right now, and I have some bear. I don't
Okay,
at my dad's
Joe Rogan.
house. Huh?
Okay, Joe Rogan.
I'm
Yeah,
way
that's fine.
cooler than Joe Rogan. Listen, I can eat all that stuff and still validate trans people. So
Yeah.
I
True.
can.
True.
Based
Very
frames.
true.
Yeah,
Your only- not
hold
your only good
frame.
point.
I hold frame at way better than Joe Rogan holds frame.
True. Can't hold his fucking frame.
You don't need
Yeah,
any
he may be able to
scaffolding.
Point.
kick my- he may be able to kick my ass, but he's still a jackass.
Fuck him.
I've
Yeah,
met
I
Joe
wouldn't take a
Rogan a
kick
few
from him.
times.
Way.
I've met Joe Rogan a few times. There's this restaurant in Phoenix, or right next to ASU, called Greasy Tony's. It's no longer there, but I'm pretty sure it was a front for like the mafia because of the shit that was going on, like behind the restaurant quite a bit at the time, and the fact that they never had their own branded cups or napkins. It was always like some fucking other fast food joint. Like they'd have like Church's chicken napkins, and then they'd have like fucking Taco Bell cups and shit, you know, like it was fucking pretty crazy. But they had bomb ass Philly cheesesteaks, and there was a ton of famous people that go into this place, tons of people, and it was like one of Joe Rogan's favorite places. I didn't know that. I actually knew the owner of Greasy Tony's, and because we'd go in there after band practice and just bullshit all the time, you know, just hang out, eat like I would legit eat like 2 Philly cheesesteaks, like big ass ones from there.
Listen, I don't want to sound Fredo-phobic right now, okay? Place is called Greasy Tony's, all right?
Greasy.
You could actually order all of your shit with extra grease too. They would put extra grease on it, and I'm like, let's go.
Probably good.
But
Greasy Tony sounds like a nickname for a mobster, all right?
It does. But I went in there one day with a hangover because, you know, it's like good hangover food. And I'm like pulling in, and there's all these guys like just fucking standing in the driveway, like walking all slow as cars are trying to pull in. I'm like honking. I'm like, move, fucking motherfucker. And I like walk in, and I'm kind of pissed off because I'm like, these guys are just, it almost seemed like they were doing it to be dicks or whatever. So I walk in, and then fucking Tony comes out from behind the fucking counter. He's like, hey Joe, and gives this little short fucking really stocky guy a big old hug, and I'm like, who the fuck is he hugging like that? I've never seen him do that before. And dude turns around, and yeah, Joe Rogan's a really short guy, and he like turns around, and I'm like, it's fucking Joe Rogan. And yeah, he was still a fucking ass. He was doing, because the Tempe Improv is across the street from Greasy Tony's, so he was doing a comedy thing. And he was just an arrogant prick the whole time he was there. You could just, there was a vibe, and like he had tried to like talk to me, and he tried to, like, I was with my fiance at the time there. He tried to get at her, and I'm like, you're a fucking creep, yo. Like, what the fuck are you doing? You know, like right in front of me. Like I'm sitting there, like I'm right here, dude. Like I'm like, fucking
He's like,
no.
You know who I am? Why don't you come to my show tonight?
And she basically told him to fuck off, which was even better. Like I was like, hey, right there, she's a real one. You know, like
So
you guys
gross.
think I should keep this little piece here and braid it?
Do it.
Yes. 1,000 times yes.
One braid.
But yeah, so that's one of the stories I have of having a brush with Joe Rogan, because he used to be in Phoenix a lot. He hung out here quite a fucking bit. Yeah.
I keep forgetting to read the funny comments that I wanted to in chat. What was that noise? That sounded
Well,
weird.
this is the lawnmower 3.0.
Someone said, oh, that's what it was.
Oh my god.
It was something like that. Shit. I'm too stoned to find it. If you use the Lawnscaper 5.0 on your beard, you won't be incriminated.
If he gives away his hair.
That one, no, the 5.0 probably like incinerates the hair. Like it shaves it off and burns it.
Oh, then you can't even sell it. Oh,
Yeah.
and
That's true.
wait, and
It's a shaver with a flamethrower on it.
The
Oh my
flamethrower
God.
rotch. That's what I'm here for.
Nice close shave.
Yeah, you know, keep it tight.
Nancy Thesis said, I'm still going with he needs to make Victorian mourning jewelry. True. He could make an entire jewelry store's worth.
I'm here for it. Let's see it.
That's so much.
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah,
like I'm seeing Freemz get naked
here.
watching him shave.
I feel like this
it might be
is
doing
almost-
something for me.
Almost like I'm a hanging brain, you know what I mean? Showing a little bit of nut.
Oh my god.
I didn't even roll yet. Oh, and my stone levels.
The chewing gum, yeah. Little Batwing action.
Batwing? I'm scared.
Batwing is, never mind. You don't want me to describe it to you, do you?
No.
Okay.
Wait,
I might want you
that's
to.
the wrong stone level.
Well,
But
he doesn't want me to.
I'm very stoned.
It wasn't from Clerks. It was from Waiting, the movie with the restaurant with Ryan Reynolds.
I haven't seen that movie in
That
so
movie
long,
is
but
so
it's a
good.
classic.
Yeah. You know what I liked about that movie is there was a lot of fucking realities with how people act in the restaurant. They're totally, completely fucking inappropriate. There is no fucking bounds. Like, at least when I was working in restaurants, it was like,
Well,
fuck, man. Like, the chaos that was going on there, like, I witnessed some of that shit at the restaurants I worked at.
And I feel like a lot of people like worked their way into the industry. Like, I don't even know how like statistical this is, but like there's the anecdote of like a lot of people work serving before they like get their big break or whatnot.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I thought that movie was really well made, and the guys that huff nitrogen oxide in the freezer are so funny.
Oh yeah, who's that?
doing
Andy
whippets.
Milonakis.
Oh my God.
Andy Milonakis. I can't remember who the other guy was. Yeah. That
Wait,
shit was
no,
fucking
my
great.
roommate, my old roommate, he would bring home like things of whatever. What was it?
Nitrogen oxide. Or
Yeah,
nitrous oxide. It might be nitrous oxide.
Yeah, it's
whatever.
nitrous.
It was a chef. And he would just be like, he'd have like whipped cream cans that are like the fancy ones that he would take from work with all of the I don't know, whatever the
Like the
things
propellant.
are. The yeah,
Gas.
little jars of that. So it's for, he
The
worked at
Chargers.
a very, very fancy restaurant. So it was like, I don't know. It looked like
High
he was
society just is absolutely really
See,
high.
See, those little things, those were my carts when I was younger. Like what people call carts now, like, the weed carts. No, my carts were fucking nitrous oxide.
My face is so cold now.
I remember fucking loading
Oh.
up like 3 of them in a balloon and just fucking going ham and just, yeah. We used to call it getting the wahs. It'd just be like, wah, 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 wah. Yeah.
I look like I look like I approach women with the saying, like, my idea of picking up a woman is walking up to him and be like, hello, darling.
Yeah. How do you do?
You gotta tip your hat, darling.
Hello, darling. Why, yes, I do eat ass.
I got season tickets to Talladega.
I watched that Channel 5 thing about Talladega. Like, that shit looks absolutely fucking insane. I
You
just
guys
don't
are talking
understand the
about
part
nitrous.
about them wanting people to show them their buttholes. Like, it's like a big thing at Talladega to like be
Well,
like,
I don't
show
know
us
what's
your
wrong with
butthole.
There's nothing wrong with appreciating a good butthole. Actually, this is to my chat. I got an email, and the molds are on the way.
Molds are on the way.
Well,
Did you make butthole chocolates? Are you making butthole chocolates?
Butthole chocolates are happening.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Freemz butthole chocolates, made from only the finest quality cocoa beans.
Not made from child labor. We promise.
No.
Ooh,
Ethically sourced.
Cruelty free.
nice.
Sponsored by Manscaped.
So whenever I'm less broke, I want to wear these little foil wrappers that have the Freemz Loose Lotion font, but instead of that, it says "Eat my ass." Ooh,
Oh,
that's
nice.
regular.
What? What'd you say?
He said he wants to put a label on him in the Freemz lotion font that says "Eat my ass."
Oh,
You know about the butthole chocolates, right? I told you about that.
Yes.
Like, yeah.
I feel like that's a sin against God. Which
We had to
I-
order them from Europe, and it took them a while to get here.
Oh,
Gotta
First
ship
they
them
were
in.
back ordered, and then it took them a while to get here. So they should be here like any day, actually.
What happens if they're melted? Like what?
No, it's just
melty
the mold.
butthole chocolates.
It's just the mold. It's like a tray
okay.
of molds.
Oh, and then you got to make the chocolates yourself.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there we go.
I
You
have
put
a.
you put the
No,
chocolates
no,
on
no,
the
no,
tray.
no,
How
no.
does that
No,
work?
Hold on. You guys got this all wrong. Let me re-explain. I'm making the mold of my own butthole.
Okay.
This makes the mold. I have a
picked up
friend
on
that's
that.
going to make the plastic tray by scanning the mold, and he's going to make plastic trays of the mold.
Hell
Alright.
no, bowel movement. I will not be eating it.
So yeah, that's kind of what I was just thinking. You were already past the part of having made the cast
no,
for
no,
your
no, no.
butthole. I mean, since we're
But you're
getting
putting
into
chocolates on it. Like you're putting chocolates on it.
Okay. So
no, so he's gonna put it. He's
Gonna
gonna
break
put
it
a
down.
cast like plaster of Paris or something on his butthole.
right, it's like a
Pull it
plaster
up.
cast you make of your butthole.
Got that one. Yep.
So we're gonna make the cast. I have a friend that's
Step.
gonna scan it. He has the whatever ability to do it. He owns like a t-shirt printing company, then they make other shit too. It has like I don't know how he's doing it, but he said he can scan it and make molds of that caster mold. And it's gonna make a little plastic tray that has the individual molds in it. So I can pour chocolate molds into that plastic tray, which will make a chocolate of my butthole.
So I have a
Perfect. Thank you.
chatter asking, so you're not collecting the cocoa beans from Civets droppings?
No.
Like, see,
No.
now that's how you could go like full bore though. Like, you want to do like the eat my ass thing, get some of those like cocoa beans, and make your chocolate out of that.
Someone said be safe with the plaster, man. Listen, we spent 2 weeks on my stream trying to find the best way to do butthole hair removal.
Oh God, it just
So
sounds
basically-
horribly
research.
painful. Like a Brazilian.
Basically, one of my poor friends is going to have to shave my butthole for me and make a plaster of my butthole for me.
I would just, I mean, you can go to salons and have them give you a Brazilian. Just take care
Yeah,
of it
but-
real quick.
I don't think they're going to make the plaster for me. I don't think they're going to, I might as well get the person who's going to do it be willing to help me with the plaster, right?
True.
This person better be doing it for an exchange of something.
No.
If they do it for an exchange of something, it'd be prostitution.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good point.
Or like
True.
something. Like unlicensed something.
Right.
Listen, all
I
most
know
of
is
my
there's got to
friends-
be a license for some shit like that, right?
Yeah. That's what I think of. The first thing I think of is like, what department does that fall under? And
Who do I call?
who would I get in trouble with? You know? Like,
Most of my friends are like really cool with it. Like, they don't. It's gonna be fine. It'll be okay.
Hey, you guys will
Alright.
get through it together. I'm sure it'll work out.
Bonding experience.
Yeah.
I can't even open this thing. I'm not letting myself roll a joint until I put eyeliner on because I made that rule just now.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing. We're gonna stream it when I do it.
God.
But the way we're gonna do it is like
Like
he's gonna be
running.
down
OnlyFans?
you're gonna be getting my facial expression.
Okay. I was gonna say it's not gonna be like the running butthole challenge or anything. Then.
No.
Okay.
What I'd like to do is get like a green screen and cut a slit into it. I think that'd be the best way.
Oh
So,
my
like, the green screen could be behind, like, over me, and then he'll be behind me, and the chat will get to see my facial reaction. I'll get to read chat.
Oh, and you could put up some fucked up shit on green screen, like alien birth and shit. Like when the little fucking
Yeah,
demon
hold on
alien
real
comes
quick.
out.
That chat brings up a good point. The what challenge?
The running butthole challenge.
What is this?
It was this thing that was going on for a while, about a year and a half ago, where
What?
it got started with like I think a porn star or something, and it was just them like it was literally that like it was them running and jumping over their phone like and mooning their phone so that their butthole shows, and then
Oh my
fucking
God.
getting on the other side of it, and like that was the running butthole challenge.
And we thought planking was stupid when I was younger.
I know, right?
right.
That's deliberate.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say the only thing I know of is like a cookie race. You put a cookie between your ass cheeks and then race somebody, and whoever loses has to eat both cookies.
That's funny. It reminds
So
me,
gross.
you know the band Limp Bizkit?
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what they got their name from?
The fucking
Oh, yeah.
Ookie Cookie. The Ookie Cookie. It's-
Yeah, Limp Bizkit's a game where like you and like however many other people stand around a biscuit and jerk off, and the last person who finishes has to eat the cookie.
Fair enough.
Oh, that's what it's called? No.
Yeah.
I've heard it called a circle jerk. I've heard it called Ookie Cookie. I've heard it called come on a cracker. Like I've heard various
I've heard
names
come on
for
a
that.
cracker or soggy waffle, which I was like, that sounds so gross.
Oh, like I guess it's specific. I guess it's a waffle. Well, at least if it was a waffle, would soak in more. But like you might have to eat more of it.
Yeah, it's gonna like
reminds me of a good
ooze out.
stoner question. Waffles or pancakes?
Right now,
Ooh.
I'd take waffles.
Waffles with chicken and waffles.
Oh, we did talk about chicken and waffles last time I was here.
I'm still trying to piss off one of my mods because he's hell bent on the fact that chicken and waffles aren't good, and I'm like, you're so fucking
they're
full of shit.
After
I think-
the poetic recipes I told you last week, they still think it's bad.
Wait, was that the
some people
Dino
that-
Nuggies and Eggos? Is that where we got to with it? Dino
No,
Nuggies and
I was
Eggos?
talking about like the you make like a waffle with chicken and like some candied jalapenos.
Oh
and
yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah,
It's
no,
just so good.
no. Sen is still anti-chicken and waffles, and like he actually went so far as to make an emote for his channel that is a chicken and waffle, and it's got two like fucking chicken legs with a waffle in the middle of it, and then an L right in the middle, like for chicken and waffles is like losing. And I think he's wrong about that. I think he's patently wrong about that.
You look like I'm ready for Top Gun.
Let's go.
Yep.
You know, I'm friends with Tom Skerritt. Helped him replace his garage door once.
I don't know who that is.
I don't know who that is either. I'm sorry.
I'm glad you guys are tight.
No, like it's from Ted. It's from the movie Ted. And basically the guy that manages the place where Mark Wahlberg's character works is all like fucking thinks he's big shit because he hangs out with Tom Skerritt, who was in Top Gun. He was like the flight instructor that was like, I'm not gonna sit here and blow smoke up your ass, Maverick, blah blah blah. You know, that's Tom Skerritt. It
Claim
sucks
to
when you
fame.
have to explain the reference for the joke. That means it failed. Fuck.
I was
Failed.
just gonna say, wasn't there a TED 2? I saw the original one, but I don't think I saw the sequel.
I heard Ted 2
Where's the
tanked
Ted
pretty
2?
hard. I
That-
did like the first one though. The first one was fucking hilarious. Yes, Bagel Bites. I am a fucking boomer. It's true. This is true.
How old
I'll
are
own
you?
it. I'll be 42 on the 18th.
How are you 42? I look like I'm like a good 5 years older than you.
I preserved my youth by drinking copious amounts of alcohol and smoking a shit ton of weed. You know, alcohol preserves things. So
I did all that too. Did not help. Must have been the heroin. Shit.
that was a missing link.
Like Freemz is ageless though. I wouldn't be able to put you at any age, I think. Well, not like old, but I mean like you could be young and I would believe it. Actually you are young. How old are
I'm
you?
older than both. I'm younger than both of you.
How old are you?
I'm 33.
Okay, yeah. But like I mean like 20, 28, 29 kind of thing too.
I get what she's
Mhm.
saying. Like you fit a lot of age ranges.
Yeah,
You
I
could
could
tell
see
me you're
that too.
28. You could also tell me you're like 45, and I'd be like, I believe it.
I wouldn't think that no. He
Maybe not that. Peak,
No, he doesn't
but
have
I'm
enough
just
wrinkles
throwing out a
around
number.
his eyes to be 45. Like
yeah.
I think where you can tell when people are aging, like for me, what I look at is I'll look right here, like right at the sides of their eyes, because I look kind of young, but if you
Well-
actually see me up close and see the sides of my eyes, you can tell like I'm fucking older. I got the crow's feet and shit, you know, like
All right. It's time for the mustache to go.
Really?
Well, the hair is gone.
Yeah, I can't rock a mustache.
no, it's because it's like a Super Trooper mustache. No, nobody wants that
I look
shit.
like a cop.
Yeah,
Is that
you're gonna get pulled over by Antifa with that thing.
true?
At the checkpoint.
You're not allowed to be a cop these days.
The anti-cop brigades will come and get you.
Actually, yeah, with my hair right now, I would not look like a cop. Because listen, it looks like okay. So the last big thing we did on the stream, I dyed my hair pink, and I haven't got my haircut since. So now it just looks like I have like frosted tips. So hold on.
Oh shit, you look like a college party boy. Let's go. Who's spring breaking?
He looks
You
like
need
the
the
plug.
Dayglow. You need the Dayglow tank top on right now.
Who needs some nitrous?
Looks like Bradley Cooper.
Come on now.
A much better looking Bradley Cooper. Come on, let's be real about it.
Yeah, shit's
For
wild.
real,
It's
though.
like an orange tint to it.
It almost
I
got
think
the
there's
Johnny Bravo kind of like swoop. You know, you could almost get the Johnny Bravo swoop.
I think we're
Oh,
gonna
Johnny
dye it like aqua next. I think is the plan.
Oh, nice.
It really just depends on this new job. I should probably ask them first.
I need to
Like,
figure out
what
some
is
kind of
acceptable?
thing to do for my 1,000 follower goal. Maybe I'll do some kind of like dye hair thing or something.
More like Bradley Pooper. True.
Hey, but pooping is healthy. It's my least favorite thing to do, but I do realize it's healthy.
Stories
Unless
right
you're
now.
unless
Too
you're Kim
stoned
Jong
for
Un.
it. Too stoned for poop.
2 stone for poop.
I feel like this edible that I took makes me like really visualize things so much.
She's like, please stop. Please.
Like I don't want to visualize.
This is not what I wanted to see right now.
Yes.
Are you
exactly.
bleeding?
Don't want it in my mind's eye.
Are you bleeding? Are you okay?
Oh, okay.
I'm about to stab myself in the eyeball.
I'm just glad I don't have to do.
I just
anything
had a Slipknot
complicated
song drop in my head. I'm like, I push my finger into my eye. Yeah.
Oh God.
That's a feeling. All right. You're one of those people that's
Makeup and
born without
shaving.
the nerve endings. You just don't feel pain.
You know, yeah,
I guess
just
you have nerve endings, but they're not like receptive.
yeah, there are people like that too, and like apparently the biggest issue, despite thinking, oh, that's really cool, is that they'll break bones and like fucking seriously injure themselves and not realize it, and they're like fucked up, and they're like, yeah, whatever, and yeah, that's actually, despite it almost seeming like a superpower, it's fucking horrible because you don't know when to seek medical intervention. You know, You're
Oh
like,
yeah, like you could be internally bleeding, and you're just like, I'm fine. I feel great.
Gross.
Just a whole
Gross.
container.
you should make a pillow out of it.
Oh,
Stuff a bear.
Scared myself on the screen. I forgot that I was on a camera.
Anybody in my chat want to buy some beard? Huh?
Oh my God. That's
makeup stream and shaving stream. I'm about to just like shave my head.
You know, let's go. We'll talk about
Freemz
stoner
voice.
beauty tips.
I dig it.
Want more money for
pretty
weed?
tough.
Shave your head.
Hell yeah.
I don't know what to do with this.
With what?
I don't know what to do with it.
With a
I
clean
don't-
shaven Freemz?
Yeah.
I feel better.
I feel
Is there
like
a breeze?
if I were less like right now, my mind is moving, but I feel like I can't move anything. So I would like to chroma key you and put you in something, but I can't really figure out what right now. But actually just
I could use Jordan Peterson's warm embrace
okay, that's true. All right.
with my freshly shaven face.
I think that's a good idea actually.
I'm ready to take a ride on the Chaos Dragon.
Oh my gosh.
Fucking Chaos Dragon.
Listen, Ross, nuh-uh. Ross wants me to shave my head and to one-up you.
You know, well, I mean, if you
Ross,
shaved
I'll
your
shave
head,
my-
you would have more money for weed.
Ross, I'll shave my fucking head right now. Don't tip me.
Fuck it.
Tempting you.
I will
Are you-
second that attempt.
Someone else paint their nails.
Hey, we gotta figure out. I'm just gonna get high and not do anything complicated.
This wasn't complicated, really. Just with the
Yeah.
lawnmower 3.0. I'm just kidding.
You could do it even while stoned.
Yeah.
You've
That's
got
the
it.
thing
really-
with the lawnmower 3.0 is you never have to worry about cutting yourself because we've got the special fucking blade guards that don't make you cut yourself at all. We even lubricate it with a special lubricant that comes from a secret recipe that may or may not have something to do with whale sperm, but you know.
So you know what's weird to think about? That was just hitting me. So like, you see how much my hair has grown since I dyed it, right? Like not a whole lot. I shaved my
decent
beard
amount.
when I dyed my hair pink. That's how quickly my beard grows.
Damn, it does grow fast.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
That's another thing that could be like a blessing and a curse.
It's
Like
a
you grow
curse.
too much hair. Yeah, like I used to be super like
I got hair
self-conscious
in my
about
nose.
not growing hair, but I'm like also there's people that like have hair on their back, like a ton of hair on their back. I don't gotta worry about that.
Yeah, it's not great. Like I'm having a beard that grows that fast. Like I just look like Forrest Gump on the end of his run. With my fucking
That
I
was
wanna
my
go
magic
home.
shoes. Mama
I
said
wanna
they'd take
go
me
home.
anywhere.
I want to go home looking ass.
Forrest
Jenny.
Gump is the only history you need to know.
No, that's
Just
not true.
that simple.
All the Forrest Gump is like another white dude taking credit away from black people. That's everything he did.
The one Black Panther scene I did not understand as a kid, and then I was like, oh man, this is
And I wasn't invited
troublesome.
anymore of them Black Panther parties no more. Me and Johnny was like peas and carrots.
Do you know there's a sequel, like a book of the sequel?
I had heard that.
I heard that, and I heard they were talking about making it into a movie, and I'm so glad they didn't.
It'd be
I
fun
think
if
it
they did
would've
a third one,
failed.
and like Forrest Gump like does 9/11. And I drove that plane right into them towers.
Oh my gosh. Oh my god.
We went there. Yes, we went there.
Oh, boy.
I mean, if
Too
it's gonna
soon?
be anybody, Forrest Gump, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Tom Hanks can take a hit to his reputation. Oh, God, that
Shit.
creation.
You think that the existence of Chet Hanks would be a hit to his reputation, but he has somehow survived it.
Well, yeah, oddly, because he's like, yeah, my son's a fucking idiot. He's been pretty open about the fact. He's like said it, you know. I think the fact that he like is just owning the fact that
Like,
yes,
what are you gonna do?
yes, my son is a fucking moron and he does stupid ass shit. You know, like
Yeah.
He might
So,
have been to the
Bagel
Caribbean
in my
once in his
chat.
What
life.
you can do about it.
Bagel in my chat said, I may not be a smart man, but I know that jet fuel doesn't melt steel beams.
Oh, he's a truth. Forrest Gump's the truther.
I love it. I'm here for it.
Mama always said George Bush did 9/11.
Oh my god.
It was thoroughly inside. The job was inside. So far inside, it blew up buildings.
I don't know what's happening.
I don't know how we got on Forrest Gump. To
It's
be
my
honest.
fault
I don't-
because of my beard.
Forrest cum?
Yeah,
I've
the
never
beard.
had Forrest cum before. Like I haven't done
You have,
Forrest
it's
cum.
called maple syrup.
That is Forrest cum. Yes, yeah. Actually, you're right.
I kind of want to know who owns the like franchise, like restaurant chain of the Bubba Gumps. Like,
Well, I thought Forrest Gump owned it after.
well, of
Bubba
course,
died.
Yeah.
Bubba Fest. But like, does the movie studio own it? Does some random person was like, I really like that movie. Let's open a restaurant themed
Babe,
after that
always
movie."
gonna be shrimp boat captains.
Bubba Gump. Not bad. Not a terrible restaurant, but
Yeah, they probably had to buy the rights or to something.
like, yeah, I'm just like, who was like, I love that movie so much, I'm gonna open a restaurant.
Whenever there's like a bad storm, do you guys ever catch yourself like on your roof yelling at God, kind of like Lieutenant Dan, telling them
Maybe
to bring
not
it
on the
on?
roof.
There's been a couple moments where I've been on LSD and some shit like that's happened for sure. Yeah,
I used to do that
it
as
was,
a
it
kid.
was
on,
kind of
like, the
fucking awesome.
trampoline.
Actually, it was pretty cathartic.
So I've never had a bad trip, which I haven't done hallucinogens in a really long time. I'm almost afraid to. Since I got clean, I'm afraid like I'll just immediately go into a bad trip. But I've never had one, but I remember one time I had a friend that was having a really bad trip. This is his first time ever trying LSD.
Oh fuck,
I had
that's
done-
horrible.
He did one hit, I did like 3. And so I end up babysitting him. I take him into a separate room and like just have him lay down on the bed. I'm laying on the floor and he's like, man, is it almost over? I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm not even feeling it anymore. As I'm saying this, I can feel my cigarette snaking through my fingers. I'm like looking at the ceiling and it looks like a laser light show, but it's not really like art. It's like numbers. It's going like just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 1 through 9 over and over. And I'm just like, yeah, man, I'm not even tripping.
Don't
This
worry, you
motherfucker-
ain't feeling shit. It's already been like a whole 2 hours. It's not like this is going for 8 or 9 hours or anything. You'll be
Yeah.
fine.
Ooh, that reminds me of the time I did peyote. That's another story. But yeah, so I had to like that night I had to take his car keys away from him. And then I had to move while tripping, take my car and move it behind his car so he couldn't leave because he wanted to drive home. And like I remember that too because I get in the car and I look behind me to back up, and my back windshield just looks like it's 30 feet away. I'm just like, oh my god, how am I gonna do this? I had people like, obviously I wasn't driving far. I was literally moving my car from here to here, and it was like a 20-minute ordeal.
Just going 2 miles an hour. Just
Yeah,
slowly
I mean, not
tapping-
even
tapping your
that.
brakes.
Like, that would be normal if I was going less than 2 miles an hour because it's literally just moving my car from one spot to the other, like in like a driveway. It just took forever. I had to have people like guide me, and then he
You know,
wanted
like
to,
have
standing
5
out in
people
front of
out
your
there
car.
guiding you like
Stop.
a fucking like airplane. You know, they got the whole like things out there. They're like,
Yeah.
you know.
Wearing
He wanted to, like-
the jackets.
he wanted to call his mom. And this is a dude I hadn't hung out with like in a really long time. This is fucked up too. And I'm like trying to like talk him down because we used to be friends in high school. And I had come back to town after years, so I didn't know anything was going on with him. So I'm just like trying to make small talk, trying to make him feel comfortable. And I'm like, "How's your dad? How's your dad?" And his fucking dad died like the year
Oh,
before.
fuck.
So I'm just like, God damn it! How did I fuck that up?
Oh, this poor kid, dude. He's like,
Yes.
I'm experiencing the worst shit right now. Oh, let's tack some more onto that.
Yeah. I'm just like, man, this is worse. This is so bad. It was so bad.
Oh no, I remembered. I was about to roll a joint and I forgot.
You were gonna do that like 30
How'd you do
minutes ago.
eyeliner?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I had to feel Jordan Peterson's warm embrace first.
I'll be
Yeah.
right back.
I have not seen that picture. That's terrifying.
This
Looks
is so
like he's
good.
about
So
to
good.
baptize that baby. I'll save your soul.
But yeah, there was another time where I ate 13 and a half grams of mushrooms. That was, I'll never
All
do
right.
that again.
So if we were trying to really turn up, hit up Freemz apparently.
Yeah, I used to do that though. Like that's how I would get down with mushrooms. Like I would eat a fucking lot. I'm with you on that, man. I did.
I think like, isn't 7 grams considered a heroic dose?
Yeah, because that's a quarter. But yeah, I've eaten a half ounce before because I remember I had a bunch of weed at one time when I was in high school. Listen, this is past. We are way past statute of limitations on all this shit, and I was underage. So
Yeah,
not
true.
gonna-
I mean, I
Go
haven't,
ahead,
I haven't
say
done
what you
any
want.
I haven't done any hallucinogens in probably 8 years.
But yeah, I do remember like I traded out like it was like a QP and I got like 2 ounces of shrooms. So it was a pretty good trade off. I felt like I kind of won on that deal. And yeah, I ate a half ounce to my dome. Yeah, by myself. I was like, fucking let's go, you know. I tried to play
See, I
video games
understand.
at the local arcade, and I didn't even get the coins in the machine. I thought I was playing the demos. I was like, fuck yeah, I'm fucking killing it. And then it's like,
Freaking ass right now.
and then all of a sudden it's like, insert coins. I was like, I'm not even fucking playing the game. I don't fucking care. Like, I'm gonna fucking sit here and watch
just
this
vibing.
anyways.
I
you
want to
know?
say
Yeah.
this. After I ate like the 13 and a half grams, I was like super healthy for like 6 months. Like reset my brain. I wouldn't drink anything but water. I was just like eating like all like natural foods and stuff. 'Cause
I
was
mean,
just
in a
like-
way, I feel like if it's guided, it can be kind of therapeutic and readjust
I mean, I
your
feel like
habits.
it's almost proven, right? Like, isn't
Yeah,
there
they're
studies
doing
on
like
that?
Alexia
trials and
Cortez,
stuff,
thank
yeah.
you so much for the follow.
If
I
I were
greatly
with
appreciate
MDMA
that,
too.
E-Rock.
If I were to trip again, it would be on mushrooms. For sure. Not LSD, I don't think. But
Yeah, I would agree with that sentiment for sure.
plus, I also know how to get them for free. I know how to find them.
I think Denver has them decriminalized.
Oh, nice.
And Oregon.
Or else,
Oregon
yeah,
has
Oregon, yeah, recently. Didn't
yeah.
they decriminalize all drugs?
all drugs are decriminalized in Oregon. So
my
let's go
dad told
Oregon.
me. My dad told me a story a few months ago how he saw us out in the field picking shrooms. He's like, I didn't say anything because he's like, I didn't really care, but I knew about it. I was like, damn, because that's when I did like the 13 grams was after that because we found a bunch because he had cows.
Yeah, when I was explaining that that's where they grow, I was like, wow, that's kind of wild.
Yeah, I still forage mushrooms like pretty regularly, but not like those kind of mushrooms. I get like morels and I really like pheasant's back mushrooms. If you take a
I feel
pheasant's
like
back mushroom and cook it right, it tastes just like steak. It's wild.
I like being outdoors, so I could definitely see that being something that I pick up like later on in life, just being like foraging. I mean, I feel like in a way we all like we came from a foraging people, and you know, there is that instinct in us. Not to say
Yeah.
that everyone enjoys it, but like I don't know.
Tegma, are you playing a video game right now? Don't matter if you are. I'm just curious. It's like
I'm
Oh,
So-
I opened one up real quick.
no, that's fine. I people get this face. I played a video game when I was on here last week. I call it gamer face. Everyone has like a specific face they make when they're playing video games.
Would you say it's like kind of like concentrated, or how would you describe
It's
it?
concentrated, but not in the same way. Like, it's hard to explain. It's like concentration. Yeah, it's like concentration, but also like the type of concentration you need to like when you're maneuvering something, right? Like it's not the
Right.
same concentration as like reading or
Mhm.
Yeah,
But
the
yeah.
eyes aren't moving or whatever.
that might be what it is. What are you playing?
I was gonna open up CS:GO, but
Oh,
I don't know.
You ever play
We'll
any
see.
Valorant?
I downloaded it the other day. I want to.
Yeah, I'll play. If you ever want to play with us.
Huh.
Yeah.
Right on.
Oh, right on. I'm definitely down.
Yeah, 90%. Yeah, I play games a lot. I just don't play them on stream.
We'll
Plays.
pull Jason on Halo. We'll just have a good time. Every time I played with Jason, I've had a good time, regardless.
Hey, you guys play Halo? Bagel Bites plays Halo.
Yeah, I got
too.
Halo too.
Yeah. It,
Mm,
You're not going to. Listen,
Uh-uh.
Aiko's been like one of my best friends on Twitch for a long time now. And I don't think I've seen Aiko play 2 video games. Her brother made her a video game, and I had to go on her stream and play it for her so she could react to it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I just can't do it, can't handle it. Too
Which
much.
is funny because her brother is like a hardcore gamer. So
yeah, that is quite interesting.
Yep.
Oh yeah. That's the first time I met you, wasn't it? Yeah, Bagel just said I do play a lot of Halo. Link up with Jason, Bagel. He likes to play it. I don't like playing Halo that much, but Bagel likes it.
Yeah, Tyler's drive me into it too. It's nice because it's free. It's like
I
the first Halo
mostly-
that's free.
I've mostly been playing League of Legends and TFT, but I really want to play Valorant again. Aiko
I'm down anytime.
only plays FIFA. Aiko's a real big soccer gamer. She only plays
That-
soccer games.
That's a game that I wanted to get back into because I remember enjoying playing like competitively against my friends because like we all kind of sucked, and
yeah.
so like it was close games. Like it wasn't like people were just whooping us like 6-0.
Yeah. Well, Aiko's really good, so you probably won't be able to beat her. But
Listen.
Oh yeah, I goes a
Depends on
gangster
if
at
she-
FIFA.
yeah, she really likes Manchester United.
Listen.
Aw, man, you.
I just can't handle all the lies. Little lie. Even for one moment, okay? I just can't handle it
I made it all up.
all time. Yeah.
Bummer.
It's
What
think
game were you saying at the beginning that you said you played?
The trolley
The
game.
the trolley game.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
it's really just about like murdering people. Like you get a receipt with how many people you murdered.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So what's the whole thing? Just to evade like being caught and continuing to murder people?
I think it's like a utilitarian game, right? To see what decisions you make cause the least amount of harm.
Yeah.
Sounds like a browser game.
Like the Stanley Parable. I fucking
Sounds
love
like
that game.
something that would be
Yeah.
that would come from the Destiny community, honestly.
Oh god.
That's what it sounds like to me when I hear it. The trolley game.
Hard no.
GGG the game.
Okay. Hard fucking no.
Utilitarian.
What happened? What
Just
happened?
the utilitarian aspect.
Mike, that was
I'm watching you move that around on
my
the bottom and
stepson
it's, like,
Sanjay.
tripping me out.
Tripping me out too.
Okay,
When-
good.
When
Glad
you
I'm
drank
not
from a
alone.
Pepsi and it was green screened out, it threw me off so much.
What about this? Wait, I need
Yeah,
to roll
like-
my point, but I have this. You'll see. It'll make sense later.
Oh, you'll see.
That's what your mom said. Anyway,
She did say that
she
a
did.
lot.
Does anyone
You'll
reply,
see.
My mom's
You'll
dead.
see, you little shit. No, that's.
What happened? What? Hmm?
You said my mom said you'll see, and that's how she
What
used
if
to
my
tell me.
Oswald it looks
That's how
wild?
she used to tell me. You'll see, you little shit. You'll see
Yeah.
the wrath I rain upon you.
Oh god.
Sorry, mom.
Quite different.
You're
I didn't.
arrested.
I forgot to pull out the hamburger meat for dinner.
God will smite you.
I'll go cower in a corner.
See,
Mitten.
me and my mom have like a weird relationship and like that when I was growing older because like I have like the same sense of humor as she does, they're very similar.
Mhm.
We're both kind of like very sarcastic. So like whenever and my sisters can't handle that, the sarcastic shit. Like my mom say something shitty to them, it would break them down. With me, I would just say something sarcastic back, and like half the time I could get her to laugh at whatever my comeback was.
Yeah. Yeah, I got yeah, I feel that we had a lot of that in my house too. My mom was very like sarcastic and like passive aggressive type shit, you know, like it would always be kind of like fucking, you know, she'd subtly get digs in and you wouldn't realize she got a dig in until you walked away. And like 5 minutes later, it's like, fuck, that paper cut really fucking hurts, man. You know, like, so she'd
My
like
mom was-
slide him in there on the slide. You'd be like, oh shit. And then I'd be like, I'd walk back and I'd be like, that's fucked up. And she'd laugh at me, you know, she'd be like, oh yeah, you know.
My mom's like ride or die though on some shit. Like a good example. So like my mom is a Wiccan, so I grew up like in a Wiccan household, and I was at school and I got in trouble for something small. I didn't get in trouble for something real big. Might even been like a guilty by association type of situation. We're in the office. The principal started reading out of the Bible to us, and I was like, I don't believe in the Bible. I was like, I don't believe in God. And they were like, well, we're going to call your mom because they thought that was just like unheard of, like in my little fucking rural town.
Yeah,
My
yeah,
mom came down to the school and gave her hell.
that's
She's
hilarious.
like,
Hell yeah.
I just remember being in the other room and I could hear my mom in the other room being like, I cannot believe you're reading out of the fucking Bible to my goddamn kids.
Truth.
That's
Truth. Good honor. Good honor.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
She went the fuck off.
Based.
Yeah.
Based
There's that comes with a mixed bag. There's a lot of kids like I wasn't allowed to hang out with them because my mom was Wiccan, like shit like that.
You're like ostracized.
Yeah,
That sucks.
yeah. Or the opposite thing where parents would like try to get their kids to have me come over so they can try to like indoctrinate me into like Christianity.
Aw.
That was
For
another thing
Freemz.
that would happen.
Yeah. Yep, that's a thing for sure.
Get them while they're young.
Yeah. Which my mom, like, I'm not a Wiccan. My mom never tried to like indoctrinate me into her religion.
Yeah. No, I kind of had a weird relationship with religion. My dad was super religious, but he went to like a bunch of different churches. Like he didn't just go to a fucking one.
Yeah.
Like he was a member of the Baptist church, the Methodist church, and this church called the Church of Unity. And he would do sermons at all of them. They'd all let him like step in and like guest sermon when like the preacher or whatever wasn't there. And so he was always doing that shit. And I'm an atheist, and I figured that out pretty early on, like when I was like 13, 12 or 13. You know, that I was just kind of like, I think a lot of this is bullshit. I don't buy it, you know? And I remember him telling me, like, he's like, I don't care like what religion or church or philosophy you belong to, but you should pick one. He's like, I don't care if you're Buddhist, you know, be whatever, but he's like, you should have that. It's good like moral self-discipline. And I'm like, well,
It's
good moral
weird.
self-discipline is just being a good person and not being a shithead to people, you know? Like, I don't need a religion to tell me to do that, you know? Like,
I don't blame people for being religious because, like, with me myself, oh God, this is getting deep over here. A big like root because I suffer from severe anxiety, and it causes me to have insomnia. Not like oh, I can't sleep sometimes. Like I have like comorbid insomnia, and a deep root of that is it's started when my first grandpa died. I have a really tough time dealing with my own mortality and like the thought of not existing. I can't. It fucks with me very, very hard, and it usually likes to come like I'm not, just because I talked about it right now, I'm probably not going to sleep tonight, which is fine. But like when I'm laying down trying to sleep is when it hits me the hardest.
just
And,
use some more of them edibles. Just say.
Yeah, I mean it does help. Indica helps with that a lot.
Oh yeah.
Not worrying about that kind of stuff, but like, yeah, it fucks with me. Like the thought of like existing and then not existing. And I know I've done it before because I have not existed before. Also the idea of like losing the other people around me fucks with me too, and them just not existing. But
Well, when you mentioned like the two wrecks you saw on your way here, that was something that I kind of wanted to touch on. Was like, yeah, any day you could just be driving, walking, and like, you know, a freak accident happens, you know.
yeah, or like it doesn't even matter. It doesn't have to be a freak accident. No matter what, the thing I am talking about is going to happen to everyone. And a lot more people are comfortable with it, and I wish I could be. And I'm getting there. Like therapy's helping a lot.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. I think like a lot of it, like I said, is fairly new. Like I lost since COVID, I've lost 2 grandpas, and then I had a friend that got murdered back in December. So like, I think all that compiled is like what fucking makes it so hard. Like just thinking of it.
So I
It's just
can
always looming for me now.
I can relate to you on that because prior to COVID, I lost 8 people in a year and a half.
Yeah.
All from different shit. I lost like my best friend in the world, my drummer in my band that was like, we were never separated. Like me and him were fucking attached to the hips, you know, like everything, dude. And he died of alcoholism. And then I had another friend die of opioid overdose. I had a bunch of uncles. My dad died. Like it was just like I had friends from work die. All this shit happened like within a year and a half. I talked to a counselor and they're like, dude, this is like catastrophic loss. What you're talking about is actually because of how close in proximity all these deaths were, even though it didn't happen all at once, it's a catastrophic loss. Like you're fucked up because all these people died all at once right around you and they were all people that were close to you, you know? Yeah, that'll fucking, that'll make you like think twice about your mortality for sure.
It's weird too, because I have like, being like an addict, obviously I've dealt with a lot of loss over the years. Like shit, being a West Virginian, like in the epicenter of the opioid epidemic. My high school was on CNN because we had the highest teenage drug overdose per capita. So in the 4 years I was in high school, we lost 29 people to drug overdose. Like that's, and obviously I wasn't close with all 29 of them, but that's like unheard of for like, could you imagine?
Like 7 a year on
Huh?
average. On average, that's like a little over 7 a year. That's a lot of young people that have a lot of life to live still.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I don't know why it just recently started affecting me because I'm older, more clear-minded, and older, when you're older, obviously, I don't want to get too like doomer, but every second you're older is like a second closer to that same thing, no matter what it is. And I don't mean to sound doomer because it is something that we should be able to like cope with. I just have a hard time coping with it lately. But
Yeah, I feel like you go through processes.
yeah, yeah,
This
that's a
topic got me thinking of a recommendation. I listened to a TED Talk actually today that was talking about how to master life transitions and talks about like all the different types of life transitions that you may go through in your life. And like you guys were saying, like people think that it's like a linear, like, oh, the more time passes, the less things will affect me. But you kind of go through like ebbs and flows of like remembering that past trauma, being able to accept it and, have like a new beginning. It was really insightful because I feel
yeah,
like a lot, like worldwide, people can relate to that, like to varying degrees. We've all suffered with loss or life transitions or, injuries, for example. Like that was one of the things they mentioned too, was like, if you have like health problems, that's a life transition. And being able to work through those things is not like a linear process. And
yeah.
it was pretty
It
solid.
got really dark there for a second. I'm doing a lot better actually. I shouldn't say I'm not doing it. I'm doing a lot better because in December, whenever the second grandpa passed away, and like it was like the last person that I've lost was my grandpa. So right when that happened, um, I think I figured out that I'd slept maybe like 4 hours in like a week, and it
Wow.
was causing me to like stay sick, so I couldn't eat, and I started getting like these like
Like
sores.
compounding effects.
Yeah, like it was like physically affecting me. Like so, I
Mhm.
started like I don't know. It's hard to explain. I can't explain it. What exactly it's called? I can't remember. But like I would like go to like scratch my leg, and my skin would like come off. It was weird.
Like eczema or something?
No, not like eczema. Like
Worse than
it was
that?
like my whole entire legs, both of them.
Oh,
Like I
fuck.
would scratch them, and I don't know. I was just like super malnourished. It was weird. But yeah, and like the other night, I do remember this now that I'm thinking about it. I got into that weird like dark looping, and then like somehow was able to be like, you know what, it'll be okay.
That's good to hear. It's really, I feel like everyone struggles with those corrective thoughts and being able to accept those corrective thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wish I could remember like what made me feel that way, but
Yeah, if we could just repeat it, wouldn't that be so nice?
yeah,
We just have the remedy all the time. But something I try to keep in mind is like sometimes you have to feel that even if it's like the worst thing, you know what I mean? Like you have to feel those emotions to sort of get like that new beginning, which is it's sad to say because like a lot of people like they don't see that, like as cheesy as it is, like the light at the end of the tunnel.
for sure.
Like
Yeah.
you won't always
Oh,
feel this way.
the other thing I left out that was going on during this, I started hearing voices. Not like voices that I could hear like saying things to me, but I would hear like it would almost sound like sometimes it would sound like kids laughing, or sometimes it would sound like someone screaming. It was like one of the two, always a little bit different. Than it was just fucking. It was a weird time.
That would
But
fuck
I got-
me up for real. I'd be fucking wigging.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. That's what lack of sleep will do to you. I found out it's just
Mm.
from not sleeping. But if I would listen to a podcast or something or any kind of noise when I'd go to bed, I wouldn't hear it. It was only if there was a lack of something to concentrate to.
Yeah, I like listening to something to sleep too. It definitely helps me.
But then they put me on Klonopin, and I was fine. So that helps
Like,
a lot.
I'm solid.
They put you on medicine sometimes. Sometimes medicine is good, y'all.
Not
You
gonna
need sleep
lie,
for your
there was
brain.
a period in time when I was younger that I abused a little bit of Klonopin
Yeah.
because the euphoria sensation, though it's short lived, is fucking powerful as fuck with that shit.
Yeah, I was just taking it to sleep, and I was like, I'm so paranoid of pharmaceuticals already because of like my heroin addiction started with a pain pill addiction that was given to me. Right?
Yeah.
So,
and that's not uncommon. That's actually a very common way to end up that way, you know?
Yeah. I wouldn't even take my prescribed dose. I would break them in half because I was so afraid of getting hooked on Klonopin. But the thing is, half of one worked for a while. Eventually, I had to switch to 2, but now I don't take any.
Right on.
And I take it as needed. If I get in like one of those weird loops, I'll take half of one. But I haven't got my prescription filled in 2 months.
Yeah, it kind of just resetting that cycle.
Yeah.
And yeah, that honestly, that's really good to hear. Cause like, yeah, your doomerness was kind of weighing on me too. Cause you know, we all kind of feel this way in some way, shape or form, but like, I think it is cathartic to talk about it with other people. And
that's the thing too. Ultimately, I'm not, that's why I was apologizing for sounding doomer. Cause I'm not that doomer.
Right.
Like, I do think that this is something I'm eventually going to be able to cope with.
Sure.
You have hope, which is great.
Right. And yeah, I think it's going to be fun. Yeah, so I had an interesting conversation about hope not too long ago. And like, I think it's great to have hope. You got to have hope with action though. So
that's
like,
true.
It's good to have hope, but make sure you're doing something about it, because hope with inaction isn't always the best thing. It can be defeating as well.
Yeah,
it'll fail.
100. Because then you're hoping for something that never seems to come because nobody's doing the work to make it happen, you know?
Right.
And community, probably.
Yeah, and community. Yeah, that's huge too. Community is huge. Like, I'm very lucky. If I didn't have like the support system I had when I was like on drugs, I would have never got off drugs. Like, it's just how it is. Like, that's how, like, I never judge someone for not being able to get off drugs, because like with me, I was able to quit my job, move to my parents' house, like get clean, have people watching me to make sure I stay clean, and make sure I'm eating while I'm not working, while I'm getting clean. Like, not everyone has that.
That's really important.
Yeah, and you know what? That's, honestly, a fucking real life example is my buddy, the drummer I was telling you guys about. He actually went to rehab twice and really tried to get clean. He wanted to get off alcohol. Like, it was what consumed him. And so, like, at one point he had gotten himself right and he wanted to go to like the family Christmas party. And he said, hey, would it be okay if you guys didn't drink? I'm in recovery. I'm trying to like do the right thing, And his family said, don't bother fucking showing up to Christmas. And he didn't show up because
that's sad.
They were going to fucking drink. And his brother and his mom were fucking really bad alcoholics too. Obviously not as bad as him because they're still alive, but yeah, and they're just like, no, fuck you, you're bad luck, dude, like fucking whatever, this is your second time in rehab. He put himself in both times, remember, and not because he did something fucked up, just because he had gotten to the end of his rope and he's like, you know what, I'm drinking too much, life's getting away from me, and yeah, they just fucking were like, oh well, tough shit. And like, even when he died, like, people had called them the same day that it happened, and they didn't bother to check up on him until 3 days later. So
that's rough, man. It's rough.
Yeah,
that's another thing too. Yeah, that's brutal. Because it's also hard to get clean just for yourself. I feel like sometimes. Like with me, if it was just me, I probably would have never got clean. But like, so the week before I got clean, my aunt passed away. She drank herself to death, and I saw how that like affected my mom, and I was just like, damn, like if I were to like OD or something would happen to me, I don't think that she could survive it.
Yeah.
So.
No, I had my
helps in that way as well.
I fucked around a lot with hard drugs, not heroin, but like a lot of other hard drugs. And my eye opener was the day that my kid was born. Like, it was like, I got something to live for. Like,
for sure.
I was just like, I'm never gonna put anything to chance. I need to be there for every moment of this. I don't want to miss a fucking day. Like, having a parent who was an attorney, like they worked fucking 80-hour days or 80-hour weeks, and it was the reason that a lot of fucked up shit happened to me. And I was like, I'm never gonna put her out of my sight. Like, everything that happens is now like surrounding what is a necessity for her to be successful when she grows up, you know. And so yeah, I like, it was seriously like a light switch. Some people are like, how the fuck that isn't even real. People don't really do that. Yeah, that's what happened with me. It was a fucking light switch. It was like boom.
I can
Fuck it
totally
all.
believe it.
You know, because you know, I'm responsible for a life. You know, like.
Oddly enough, too, another thing that's helped a lot, not to get like too cheesy with it, fucking Twitch, dude. Think about this. Like, I get clean. So when you get clean, basically lost like 90% of my friends, moving to a town in the middle of nowhere. And then you get clean, and then COVID hits, and then you're quarantined by yourself. Like, a lot of my closest friends are on Twitch because of all that. So, like, I don't know if I would have made it without, like, people on Twitch, people like Aiko, people like the Orb Lady, like, people who I'm, like, super, super close with, like...
Online communication saved a lot of people, I think, over the last 3 years, and probably has over the time since it got invented, but, like, especially over the last 3 years, it's been insane. Like, especially, like, gaming, a lot of people stay in contact through, hey, let's all play this game together, like, something to bring people together. And just talk, you know.
Yeah. I mean, I would have been fucked without it.
I was gonna say that's why I don't really like. I judge like religious zealots, but religious people, I understand that maybe like I don't blame them for maybe not being able to find a community outside the church.
Yeah. No, I feel that, like, especially in smaller towns and shit, like sometimes that's the only like place to commune, you know, to like hang out with a bunch of different people. I mean, my family was from a small town in southern Arizona, like it's a mining town called Bisbee. And Bisbee, there ain't shit there, at least at that time, there wasn't shit to do in Bisbee. And it's like people congregated around the church and around City Hall. And that was it. Like, I mean, if you went and did something, that's where you went and did it, you know?
Right.
I forgot to cut my beard off until I looked at my fucking Streamlabs.
Oh, Skidadeer says kids are the greatest radicalizer, and I'm gonna say I agree with that because I definitely moved further to the left after my daughter was born. Very
Also
much
a
so.
good de-radicalizer as well.
Good de-radicalizer too. Yes.
If I have a kid, I'm gonna probably end up horseshoe theory, and then
Oh,
I don't know. Like,
just kidding.
like Kai will pop onto this panel or pop onto my stream every now and again. If any of you guys have like ever watched, she'll come on and like she's very vocal and very forward, and she'll talk to chat like somebody was trying to talk shit about me jokingly, and she fucking reamed their ass, dude. And I was like, oh, you go, girl. But her hero is fucking Nina Turner. Like, that is her absolute fucking hero. She absolutely loves that woman. She watches everything about her. She wants to know everything about her. Like, she's just in it, you know? Like,
how crushing it was it when Chantel Brown was getting those nominations from, like, Whip Clyburn and stuff. Oh.
You know what? Like, we had talked about it, and it was kind of like, we expected it. We both expected it. We are comfortable in understanding, like, Nina Turner is an activist politician, which means her chances of getting elected into, like, a federal position, you know, is going to be really, really difficult if it ever happens, you know?
Yeah. I'm sorry. It's like I'm having existential issues right now with everything that's happening. So I'm just going to go with peace and love. I'm enjoying my time with you, but it's just too much for me right now, you know?
Take care.
I feel ya.
I love having you on. You're always welcome, and actually we're about half an hour over, so you killed it, Aiko. I appreciate you.
Thank you for having me. It's nice to meet the new people that I did not, or anyone that I did know, hello, and anyone that I didn't know, hello. Nice to meet you, and I don't remember what I just said. But also, I'll see you later. Goodbye.
Take care.
Good night. Take care.
Aiko.
Hell yeah. Yeah, sometimes that happens. Every once in a while, you know, you have some deep conversations on here, and that's fine. You know, that's what it is.
Yeah, it got way deeper than I was expecting, considering I was cutting my beard off an hour ago.
That's true. There was a radical shift, but that's okay. Honestly, I thoroughly enjoyed the conversation.
Yeah, I mean, you sometimes.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it too.
Sometimes you gotta like. That's why this is right. Like because not every conversation is gonna be funny and fucking hilarious. Sometimes like you get stoned and you have some realizations, and this is a place where we get to air that shit out. Like,
I mean, I've aired my heart out to people when I'm stoned quite a bit, because they're very receptive. They're just like, hey, you know what? We're total strangers, but like, I got life problems, you got life problems. Like, let's just smoke this joint together and talk about life.
yeah, you know, and let that take its course. Let that be the reason.
Yeah, we're all bonding here. It's cool.
For sure.
Yeah, I think she was getting really high too because she said she took too much of that edible and then she was trying to smoke a joint. And if you notice, she never got to the point where she rolled that joint. So
no,
Mm.
I think Aiko was just like, yeah,
Oh yeah.
conversation ain't working right now, and that's fine.
I
She's
think
a sweetheart.
Might be there right now.
I have so much love for her. Like it don't even matter. She's been nothing but kind to me.
Yeah,
So-
I
With the 200 milligrams.
Yeah, well, I took the 200 milligrams though at like 6 p.m.
Yeah,
She's
she was
chilling.
peaking probably right now, like because
Oh, yeah.
she took those right as we were like coming on as she popped in.
I was at
She
my
was eating
highest
them.
right before I started cutting my beard.
Yeah, see,
I'm still pretty stoned.
Freemz had a leg in, you know.
I'm starting to get the munchies. I don't know about y'all.
That is a good point.
Yes, it
I'm
is.
too
Using the
broke,
munchies
I'm
for
too
more
broke
depth.
for munchies. I can't afford the munchies.
I gotta make a meal. I don't have
Well,
snacks.
and I will tell you guys that what I
Pizza.
said was right. We are a half an hour over what I normally stream for this. However, if you read the prompt, it always runs over. I've never had a StonerCast like end in 2 hours because people always have more to say. So if you feel like you need to jump off, that's fine. But we continue to talk for as long as anybody wants to stay in. So, you know, just let that be the reason. And if you need to hop off, let me know, and we'll give you a quick outro and let you hop off and continue conversation. So
Right
don't
on.
feel obligated, but stay as long as you want because this is Sunday nights. I'll stay on until like 3 o'clock in the morning. So no matter to me. If you want to talk, I'll talk.
I'm probably gonna hop off and like remove the hair from me. Sorry, bitch.
Remove that.
You kind of got it
Like
on your
that.
shirt, don't you? Like right here. You got a little right here.
Little bit on my shirt. So I might do that, and then I might hop back in.
Cool.
Right
We'll
on.
keep the Discord will stay open, so and I'll be sitting in here. So
Word.
yeah.
But if I don't see y'all again, it was nice meeting you.
You as well. Thank you for
Been
sharing
meeting
your
you.
story.
I added you on Discord, so
I
if you
saw
want
it,
to play
yeah.
Valorant, yeah.
Yeah, I accepted it. Also, if anybody ever wants to have like a conversation or something on my stream at any point, feel free to hit me up.
Yeah,
Like I
you know
said,
what? I think I might actually talk to you about coming on your stream about the shit that went on with Twitter. Like, I want to talk more about that.
Oh yeah, we absolutely can. That was a shit show, man.
It was, and actually pretty fucking interesting to be honest with you. Like,
Also, did you see her like non-apology?
that was so fucking weird, man. Like, I was like, that's not a fucking apology.
I'm gonna
That's
look it up.
you know.
I won't
I'm
go-
sorry for the optics of the shitty opinion I have that I'm
Well,
not changing.
You can try to look it up. She removed all mention of on my tweet, but I have a tweet that has about I don't know, probably like 97,000 likes at this point.
Talking about Shu, right?
Talking about shoe on head.
Yeah, Shu. She had a
Yeah, she
bad
blocked me.
fucking apology. Horrible apology.
But yeah, her apology was basically like, "Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I used all this like right wing culture war rhetoric that that people I despise use, but I haven't changed my opinion at all. I just want to be like, your fucking opinion is the right wing rhetoric culture war shit.
Yeah.
Fucking dumb shit. Sorry, I shouldn't say that, but
Well, I have never fully been able to pin her down, which is why, like, even though sometimes she leans really to the left on some issues, I consistently fucking have this thought in the back of my head that she is a fascist. She isn't necessarily a fascist by like the terms of like the Republican Party. She is her own like fascistic ideology,
like independent
but
kind of.
yeah. But there's
very,
some
very
fascism there.
Being the most charitable you could possibly be, she at the very least doesn't like trans people.
Yeah, at the very least.
And that's being like super, super charitable.
I feel like the right and the liberals are kind of working in tandem on that issue.
Unfortunately,
Yeah,
it's
Sam.
So it's hard to fucking say. But I'm also like very frustrated at like streamers that I do have respect for being like, oh, based, like, oh, it takes a big person to apologize. It's
No,
like,
no. When I saw that,
what?
there's one in particular, and I'm not even gonna say her name because I fucking love the hell out of her. I think she's a
I know who you're
sweetheart.
talking about already.
And I'm like, why
I'll DM it to
though?
you just to see if I'm right.
Why did you do that? Like, I really fucking like you. I think you're such a fucking awesome person. Like, why, dude? Yeah, DM it to me. We'll see.
That's how I felt when Jamal Bowman, the New York congressman, tweeted out like in remembrance of Colin Powell. I was like, oh man, you ain't got to do this.
That hurts.
Like, why? Why are you doing this to us? Come on.
Sorry. I just texted him, shoe. That's not about it.
I was curious if you would, like, I've obviously never had any tweet blow up like that. If you have close to 100,000 likes, that probably got 5 or 10 times the amount of engagement or views.
Yeah.
That's
she was
insane.
also like really cocky whenever she had me ratioed, but when I got about like 80,000 more likes than she did, she fucking
shut up.
I wanted you guys to clarify who
everything.
you guys were talking about when you said she, because I had seen like screenshots of like
oh, we
Blair
were
White.
wrong. I was wrong on who they were thinking. Yeah, oh yeah. Fucking what's his name? Fucking quote tweeted me.
Mm-hmm.
And then Blair White
Conceptual penis. Man.
Yeah, conceptual penis.
The
What
fuck
is his
Blair
name?
White?
John
James
Staley?
Lindsay.
James Lindsay.
Trash.
Conceptual.
Trash.
Yeah, James Lindsay quote tweeted me and Blair White commented on it.
The right wing.
Hey, you got the attention you deserve, Freemz. For fuck's sake. Oh my god, dude.
It's like a 48-hour period where I got called a groomer about 10,000 times. So.
Yeah, because you were coming on here like right as that was happening, like on the last StonerCast, you're like, "Fuck, dude, I'm dealing with so much at the moment," and I'm like, yeah, I see.
And it wasn't even nearly as big as it, because that was like the day it happened. So I was like probably like 20,000 likes at that point.
And
I was like so fucking stoned. Here's my honest opinion of Shu. Shu is very, very terminally online, and every action she makes on Twitter is for engagement.
Yeah.
So for her to pretend like she doesn't want this, she is showing that in a weird way by always posting cringe. So.
Well, she does it deliberately. Then she does these walkbacks and these half-ass apologies, like, and that's because people are now going to her channel to see, oh, well, what does she really think about this? You know?
Well, and leftists keep letting her do it. Like left-leaning content creators keep letting her do it.
I feel about her the same way I feel about Mike from PA and Bad Bunny. Like, they're all like the same person to me.
I always forget the other two exist because I have them like blocked and like I don't want to see this marked on everything.
Yeah.
So I don't ever know what they're saying, but
I got gifted a sub to Bad Bunny, so I have all her emotes. And it's so fucking weird. Like every once in a while I throw them up just to like see what people's reactions are. Because I'm like, are they gonna fucking hate me after this?
As a meme once, someone gifted Destiny a whole year's worth of subs to my channel.
Hell yes. I fucking love it, dude. I wish somebody would do that with Sansol for me. Because me and San do not get along at all.
I saw that last night. I'm actually like friendly with Sansol, but like that one topic that I always seem to like disagree with them heavily on is the one that comes up the most now.
Yeah.
And me and Joe are super tight. Obviously, it's
I like Joe. Like the only thing is so like and I don't talk about it often. I've really actually been pretty quiet about it. It happened a long time ago. But my biggest issue with Sansel is like I understand, communities are going to have their backlashes at other content creators when somebody disagrees, and I'm fine with all that. That shit happens. But it's the fact of when you start attacking somebody's parenting and somebody's kids, and that's what him and his community did, and that's where I was like, you know what? I've been a single dad most of my fucking life that my daughter's been alive, and I work damn hard to make sure that she's taken care of, and she's a fucking honor roll student, she's like the top of the top, like she's going into gifted classes next year and doing all the thing. And it's like when somebody's community goes after your kid and you're like, you have no idea what a great fucking child I have. You have no fucking right, and so for me that was kind of like, I think I could have seen past like our little interpersonal little fucking scuffle, but
I mean, knowing that, it's understandable, and it's probably something I'll never be able to understand to your level anyway. I can understand it obviously to some point, but being someone who's not a parent,
at a certain point, there's going to be litigations due to Twitch. Hey,
sure,
you were shit talking me on your stream. I got the VOD saved. Like,
well, and see, so the concern is like in a state like Arizona. Like, the reporter is always correct. So let's say that he got a fucking wild hair up his ass, or one of his community did.
I got a piece.
And they decided to report something to like our Department of Child Services, Well, guess what? Like, they could potentially take my kid away from me for fucking next to nothing because they do that in Arizona.
Just reporting.
Yeah, and they do that. They'll put you into a fucking... It's like a conservatorship for parents. I know because my dad was a family law attorney and I worked on this shit all the fucking time. I know it in and out.
Helping them out.
Yeah, and I know like the gravity of the situation when people start saying this kind of shit about other people's kids, like how quickly that can steamroll into some really fucking bad shit, like for the parent and the child. Yeah, in real life. Yeah. Because people could take those videos and they can use those. You know what I'm saying? Like they have ways. Like this is all information that then the DCCS. Well, like in here, it's actually contracted out, so it's a private organization. So they have an incentive to try to fucking bust people and get people caught up in the system. So. When his community and he does stuff like that, like the ramifications for somebody like who is a single parent, are much greater because we don't have a lawyer to go fucking fight our battles for us. We don't have a shit ton of money to go throw at that shit.
We're not like legit media companies.
Yeah, you're attacking an individual. You're not attacking a corporation. You're attacking an individual, and in doing so, like possibly fucking making them lose their child for no reason other than they made you cry on a fucking Twitch stream,
That would be a topic that I would be down to talk to you about, Jason, because I like to listen to podcasts from time to time. Sometimes I listen to them on stream, most of the time in my off time. And I've been like paying attention to like the YouTube manosphere, but I just looked up like fatherhood podcasts. The number one listed one is, interviewing Ron DeSantis, Dinesh D'Souza. And I'm like, if I was an apolitical person, I would be like, oh, Ron DeSantis, he's the governor of Florida. Like, he's successful. I should listen to him about, like, parenting ideas. It just makes me think, like, when you're an apolitical normie, the right-wing funnel hole is very large.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Because there's not anybody on the left doing that.
Wait a second. Did Shu delete her apology?
Who's got the screen caps?
She deleted her apology.
Sorry, I had to find out what was up with the fam. They're all taking off on me. They don't like me. They abandon all affection and love for me and then leave me. As they're throwing me heart signs like this.
She deleted the part where she said she didn't change her opinion.
Can't have that publicly out there.
Yeah, no, but I read that, and that's exactly why I was like, your apology is bullshit. It doesn't mean fucking nothing. It's a trash-ass apology. It doesn't mean fucking shit. What you said was, I don't care about the optics. Or, I'm sorry, I care about the optics, but I don't care about changing my opinion. and that's fucked. You know what I'm saying?
I won't even reconsider.
Hey, have you
That's
guys noticed
so
the new
funny.
chat feature in Discord? It's actually pretty fucking rad. You can chat like from the VCs. There's if you like go up into the corner in the upper right, if you have it enabled, you can actually fucking chat right in the VC.
Whoa.
So
knew
like if
that
you
that
guys
had
got
been
links
added
you
as a
want to
feature.
drop, if you guys got links you want to drop, you drop them right there and we can all see them. And you don't even have to
amazing.
move out of the screen. They just did that. I was reading that on their like the update. I was like, whoa. Because
I think I have
that's
the tweet
always
that she deleted.
that's always the thing though, right? Like is that you gotta drop something in a chat somewhere. Where do you drop it? Well, now you can drop it right in your own VC chat. Fuck it.
Hey. Yeah, a lot of people made VC channels, I noticed.
Oh yeah. I have a bunch of VC channels myself. I like keeping VC channels up, then like having a few, so that people can go in and fucking chat and bullshit and do their thing. You know, like whatever.
So
Not
is this
not
one
everybody wants to
temporary?
be on a broadcast.
Right. Is this one temporary?
What this VC?
Well, yeah, like the VC chat that you open in the sidebar, is it just a temporary one while it's active?
Yeah, and then
Is that what you're kind of saying?
yeah, and then once you pop out, everybody pops out, like cleans out, and then you start over.
That's
again.
pretty cool.
Right on, a temporary one. But yeah, I think it is important to have a permanent one too. Because then if you're like, oh, what was that link somebody sent last night or something?
Yeah, for real. No, I agree with that. I don't know. Maybe it is permanent. I'll have to try it.
Yeah, now I'm curious.
I just
I'm
I would
posted
assume
a
it's
bunch of
temporary.
gobbledygook in there and see what happens.
I'm gonna deafen for a second. Give me 1 minute.
Yep.
No problem. I'm gonna take that as a cue to take another dab.
Yeah, you know, that sounds
know.
dabalicious. I think I'll take another
Yeah.
dab too. You know
Right
what?
on.
If you're
Every time I
dabbing,
come
I'm
on here,
dabbing.
I need to start saying when I'm partaking.
Yeah, because I'll partake when you partake for sure.
I'm with you guys. Let's go.
Hell yeah. Cheers. I used to have a smaller bong, and so I could like get it way more milky. And now I got a like a 2-chambered one, and I'm always like thinking my hits aren't as big.
Dude, that happens with me with the snoonin' all the time.
You're just like, this hits nothing. I'm just gonna inhale this all.
Yeah, and
Fine.
I'm like flipping it, and I'm like, oh, this ain't nothing. But the problem is, there's that slight haze in there. And that slight haze is smoke, and it just keeps going. You know, even though it doesn't get milky, it's like this
unending.
continual haze that just keeps. Yeah. See, let's fucking get right now.
I have that problem whenever somebody redeems a double dab. I like load what I would usually take as a single dab on both sides of the tool, and then by the time I'm taking the second one, I'm just like, what? Why did I do this? This is dumb.
Whoa, somebody's server muted me. Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you.
That's weird. I got the little headphone thing up that says I'm deafened. I'm like, I'm not
That is
deafened.
weird. It's like glitched out, huh?
Yeah, it's like you cough too much. You cough too much,
Okay, quit
asshole.
that.
Shut up.
We're
Shut
having
your
a
mouth.
limit on the coughing.
Let me see if I can get rid of it. Hold on. Oh no, it's on the other side. Oh, it's Freemz. That's why. It's Freemz frame. Freemz deafened. He said he was gonna do that too. I'm so dumb.
You're like, oh, why is that on my side? I see what you mean though, because your guys' backgrounds are both black.
It
and
blurs
they kinda, like,
together.
intersect. Yeah. Oh god, so funny.
These
You're
are
like,
the
"Can
stoned
anyone hear me?"
moments.
Yes, we're getting to that point in the night for sure.
I love it.
That's why I like to do. That's why I like to do long streams when I can, because I can get kind of silly. And I usually try to go with strains that like don't get me, I don't know, too distracted. I can still keep a conversation sometimes.
Yeah. I can usually talk pretty well when I'm smoking. Like, if I drink a little too much, sometimes the conversation gets a little sideways, you know? But if I'm just smoking, or like smoking and moderately drinking and not getting I get fucked up. Yeah, you know, it's a lubricant, you know. It's a on running conversation. I'm just like involved in the chat most of the time. Like, I'll put on a video, and it takes me like, I've learned now, and I understand why so like when I first started watching Aiko, right, I got kind of irritated because I was like, she's not getting through the fucking video. Like, just like go through the thing, you know? Like,
Right.
and then like I started sitting in her chat more and more, and it's like, but she cares so much about her chat, and she talks to everybody in her chat, you know? And I'm like, I like this place. This place is so fucking comfy and like good and warm, because you know you're gonna get a response from her, and it's like, take a second to slow down. The video will play. You'll get through it, and if you don't, what's the difference? You know,
Yeah,
you had a
you-
cool
you
chill
can
hang
finish it in
time. You
another
know,
stream.
like, yeah, it's okay. You know, like, and via her stream, I kind of learned some patience, like
Right.
patience for like content, you know, and it taught me to slow myself down when I do my stuff, because I would rush through shit. I'd be like, we're watching this whole fucking video, blah blah blah. You know, I'll talk over the fucking video. And it's like, no, just pause it, bullshit, hang out with people, talk for a second, you know, and then start it back up again. You know, like
That recommendation from her to have a bigger camera size, I was like, all right, that's something that's like super simple, but I wouldn't think of off immediately.
yeah, those things make a big difference for sure. And the fact that she's willing to impart like her knowledge onto new and like fledgling streamers, you know, I think is really cool. It's a testament to her personality and like who she is. I think she's big.
Well,
Base
like
as
you're
fuck.
saying, I like to go into, if somebody's relatively, let's say they have 40, 50 viewers and a decent amount of those people are chatting, you like to feel that like, oh, if I chat, you're gonna somewhat acknowledge my messages. It's not just gonna be like, hey, you're doing whatever, and I'm just kind of like leaving comments. That's what
Yeah.
like the live conversation is really important aspect of it for sure.
Yeah, and you know what? Like, listen, we all came here for one thing. Freemz is right about that. Like, there's a community aspect that we've all been looking for that this place cultivates for us, right? Like, and the more viewers you get, it's not just that you're getting more viewers to watch you so that you can monetize or whatever. It's that you're getting more viewers that you get to interact with and have conversations with, whether that's them chatting or deciding, or a couple of them deciding to pop into your VC once in a while or whatever, you know, like, it's
Even just
that
sharing parts
interaction.
of their life with you.
Yeah, it's that interaction, the sharing, yeah, them sharing their life with you and you sharing your life with them, you know, and having those connections on that level, I think is really important. And I think, yeah, definitely through COVID, a lot of people missed that, you know.
Oh,
A lot of people
100%.
had that taken from them, you know. I mean, I have friends all my friends are adults, you know, with kids, you know, or at least a vast majority of them, you know.
Right, a good
in-
percentage.
Yeah, in real life. So it's like, and all of my friends are very conscious about like their children's health. So, you know, COVID was a big thing, and it's like none of us got together. We didn't fucking hang out. Like, I talked on the phone to them several times, you know, like voice, video chat and shit like that. But it's different, you know. Your IRL friends, you don't communicate with the same way that you communicate with your Twitch friends. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, or gaming friends or whatever it may be.
yeah, they're not quite as astute on the technical level. So the way that you interact conversationally, like when you're using video chats and things like that, always seems a little stunted, you know. And like somebody's always quick to want to get off, you know, or have something to do, you know. Whereas like it seems like in this environment, we can spend some time to hang out, and like as we're hanging out, we also have a bunch of people within our chats that are hanging out or like getting the opportunity to just, you know, chill with all of us vicariously, you know, and having that connection. And I think that's important, especially like in the wake of COVID. I think that's extremely important.
It's a huge thing for sure.
Hey, Freemz.
What's up? I'm back.
Feeling better?
Yeah.
You're looking
yeah.
nice and clean shade. Looking all good and shit. Like you're ready to run for office. You're running for office in West Virginia?
Vote for Freemz.
Jason's shaving his beard next.
Fuck no. You see this, baby? Actually, this only takes about 3 months to grow out. Did it get this
I literally had to go tell Aiko that she had deleted. She didn't delete just that one. She deleted the whole thread except for the first one. Like,
Wow.
what a fucking Weasley fucking. You know what
You're
frustrates
saying
me?
thread too, which is like multiple tweets.
She deleted every message on my thread. Now she deleted every message from her apology. Like,
She's such a fucking clown.
what's the part that's so frustrating is like whenever my tweet first blew up, I wanted to delete it.
I remember you
like-
telling me that. Like, we talked about that. You were like really like kind of fucked up over it, dude.
Yeah, and everyone was like, you'll probably get more backlash deleting it.
You would
Bullshit.
have. But look at where you fucking ratioed her, bro. Like,
Yeah, hardcore.
you did the thing, you know? Like, fuck.
Freemz did the thing.
Yes, Freemz did the thing.
F's in the chat.
Some other like big like Twitter person was like, that's impressive for someone with like at the time 1,600. I've gained like a couple hundred followers since then, but even with the amount of followers I have now, but at the time someone with 1,600 followers getting unratioed by someone with like 540,000 followers.
True.
I did not realize that she was like 500,000. I knew.
No,
she was
she's
big, but
fucking huge. Like, she
Maybe
is really
it's
big.
50, maybe it's 54,000. I don't know. One of the two.
Even so, that's still a significant amount.
No,
Yeah.
yeah, and for Twitter follows 54,000 is a fucking lot.
At one point, she had
Vast-
like 2,000 more likes than I did, and then like it switched, and then I ended up with. I think at the end of it, by the time she deleted her tweet, I had 90,000 more likes than she did.
If I were in your position, I would have tweeted out some video of something like, "Oh, how the tides have turned."
This is
Yeah,
true.
it
Yes, yes.
You don't like it when the
You gotta
other
do the
shoe
you
is
gotta
on
do the
other
hand
foot.
rubbing thing too. There's gotta be
Yeah.
oh how the tides have turned.
Surprised she hasn't blocked. She has 505,000 followers.
Wow.
She's been around a long time.
That's true. She's had
She's
a
been
lot of
around at
longevity
least,
to
I
build
think,
that.
10 years, right? Yeah.
That's wild.
Don't hit me, guys. I gotta pee again. Fuck me. I'll be
It
back.
just goes to show
Damn.
there's so many people that are under like let's say 1 million that you will never know about, or like maybe you'll find out about them when they're bigger. You know what I mean? It's impossible to stay up to date on everything
Yeah, for real, though.
because that was something like obviously I had to be explained the whole shoe on head concept because that's a very online thing.
I don't even know what it is, but
It apparently it like used to be like people would it kind of like planking. I'm guessing people would take pictures of them literally with their shoes on their head.
Oh, see what from understanding what it was.
I think there
is,
was a
like,
meaning.
people would
Okay.
go into like this is like kind of started during like Gamergate, and people would go
lovely.
into like you know like women streamers channels
Hmm.
and tell them that they'll like donate or sub or something if they put a shoe on their head.
Just do something for money, pretty much.
Yeah. Right.
That's something that like I was a little too young for Gamergate to really understand what was going on, but it had such a huge societal impact,
I
and even
remember
maybe even globally.
I remember Gamergate, but it was like also during me on heroin, so like I didn't really care a whole lot.
You were in and out.
Yeah, like I knew about it, and like I watched Twitch,
Hmm.
but I was watching like soda popping.
Right.
I wasn't watching like, I mean, political streamers didn't even exist then, really, on Twitch, other than maybe Destiny.
All political streamers worship Satan. Even
This
if they're
is true.
Christians, they really worship Satan because Jeffrey Bezos pays them. And so, by de facto, they are Satan worshippers.
We want to unbaptize your baby.
incredible.
Take it back.
Jeffrey Bezos. Jeffrey Bezos. Sorry. Sometimes I go on BB Justice stream and just like hang out there and lurk. And that song comes on when she gets subs.
That's hilarious.
The Bo Burnham song.
Speaking of subs, chat, it's time for my Shillbilly hour. If you can sub or donate, it's greatly appreciated.
Hey, you did the work for me.
Yeah, sub the donor to any of the channels you're currently watching right now.
If you guys want to sub or donate to any of our channels, nobody's going to be mad at you. We'll just love you for helping one of us out. So you
don't even have to sub to me. You could just follow me.
Ooh, look, Tegma's saying hit me for free because he's trying to hit affiliate right now. So you should help Tegma get affiliate because that shit's free. And if you can't just go follow somebody, you're just a lazy ass. Come on. It's just a follow. It's just one measly little follow. You can learn about how to take care of your body a little bit better. You can learn about growing some weed. You know, I mean, this is a channel of quality proportions. And all you got to do is follow. Easy as that.
Nice, Jason.
You know, hey, I'm trying to sell it, baby. I'm trying to sell it. I realize I'm a socialist, but I'm still in a capitalist society, so you still got to know how to sell shit. You know?
We all got to have our ad reads, all right?
All right, I followed both of your channels.
I appreciate it.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm really bad about forgetting to do that.
Yeah, I know. You know, Aiko still has not followed me, and she's followed like fucking everybody, and I'm like, really? You know, on StonerCast fucking twice now. And I'm still trying to set up the StonerCast for her and Vadim because she said she really wants to come on with Vadim, so I'm trying to work it out. But
damn, I want to come on with Vadim.
Vadim's so fucking busy, dude. Like every time I hit him up, he's like, you have to hit me up the week of, and if I'm available, I'm available. And that's kind of how it is. He's like, I'm sorry, it's a moving target. There's just a lot going on.
You should have on Mark Monkey.
I like Mark Monkey. You know, I watch his stream quite a bit, and I love seeing his kiddo pop on there.
He smokes weed in the evenings.
Does he?
Right on.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna ask him then. That would be cool. Because I'm looking for more people.
I know he's interested because he was in my chat, being like, nobody invites me to anything.
Oh yeah. So, no, that's funny because I actually love his fucking stream. That's so funny. I was watching his stream this morning, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, yes. I've been friends with me and Mark Monkey are like, when it comes to Twitch politics, we're kind of like OGs. We've been around Twitch politics for years.
Hell yeah.
Like when me and Mark were starting in Twitch politics, there were like probably less than 50 political streamers.
It's grown exponentially since then, which is so fucking crazy. But you know what I've noticed is like in the absence of Destiny and some of these bigger fucking political streamers on here, you can see like people who are middling in like their streaming career or whatever, like getting more viewers. And
yeah,
I kind of think that's a good thing, like because like these middling folks are starting to get more attention, you know, and they're starting to like build more of a like an audience, a sustainable audience, not like
I don't know if it's necessarily because they're gone, but like it's definitely happened since then. I think it would have grown anyways, but a lot of people thought it would die without them, and that's not the case.
Yeah, no. As a matter of fact, I see all these streamers getting a lot more viewers individually, and it's really cool to see that because what it says is that people are still interested in politics despite the fact that they don't have some people that some would consider bad actors. You know, like we don't need that in the community in order to fucking do what we do. You know, like you don't need a drama. Mark, you don't need a drama farm to fucking, you know, like have a successful streaming career. And I point that out all the time. Like the person I always point to is like that sandwich dude.
That sandwich dude,
that sandwich dude is fucking awesome. The stream is fucking amazing. It's so good. Guy gets a ton of fucking views. He gets more than most political streamers. And all he does is fucking sing about sandwiches and fucking sing and laugh when people come into his stream and do these huge like raid songs and shit. And he's like just on a different level type of cat, and he's blowing it the fuck up. And I'm like, if he can do that singing about sandwiches, we can have a reasonable conversation about politics and also build a fucking community that's like sustainable and big, you know? And it's just like, I think everybody went for the easy out, and it's like blood sports, you know, like. But I think the thing is, and you could see this with somebody like Hans of Harker, you know, where like, yeah, the blood sports worked for them to build them up at first, but they've lost viewership because of that also, you know, like where they're at now.
They
you know?
need I would say it's kind of like that audience kind of needs a constant fix. In a way. And once that stops, then it kind of just fizzles out. Which, I mean, if that was my position, it would be hard to not feel a little bit sad about that. Like, like people weren't really coming around for me. They're just coming around because I can make the most sensational, dramatic show. Like, I could be like Jerry Springer if we had to explain it. Like, yeah, maybe a lot of people watch him, but like, does a lot of people respect it? They find entertainment value, but I don't necessarily think that's the same thing as gaining broader respect.
It's like watching Jerry Springer.
Or the Maury Show.
Yeah.
You are not the father.
Yeah.
Granted,
I think my ASMR voice has put Freemz to sleep. He seems like he's deep in concentration.
No, I got invited to some like 4th of July birthday party thing. Not birthday party, just party. So I was looking at my phone.
You did look kind of asleep there.
It looked like your eyes were closed for a second, and it was funny because it happens to me all the time. I have really, it sounds weird to say, I have really long eyelids. So like I'll be looking down at something, and it looks like my eyes are closed, but my eyes are open, and I'm actually looking at something. And people are like, "Are you sleeping?" And I'm like, "What are you talking about? I'm fucking wide awake right here." And I'll look up and like, you know,
eyes wide.
You know, I'm awake.
I'm the same way. I think another way to explain it is like kind of like you have hooded eyelids.
Yeah,
they cover more of the top of your eyeball. And like I'll be laying on the couch watching like a TV show or a movie, and they're like, "Are you even watching? Are you sleeping?" And I'm like, "No, I'd be snoring. You'd hear me." Like, come on.
Same.
I'm paying attention, all right.
So, dude, I paid attention. You're to you actually. You're big time into basketball. So, what's the deal behind that? Did you play or something? Or are you like because you seem really fucking into it. I've seen a couple different things where you've talked about basketball, and it's been like a point of reference for you.
Weirdly enough, like something that made me think like, oh, I could kind of talk about sports in more of like an in-depth way was I'm sure you guys know Benjamin Carrillo.
Yeah, hell yeah. Ben Carrillo's awesome. Yeah.
He messaged me like a year ago just because I was randomly talking about sports and was like, "Hey, you want to write for my website?" And at that time I was like, I don't know how to write for a website, my guy. Like, but anytime I ever talk about like, I used to be big into a lot of sports like Freemz was saying, but like primarily like I will argue to the death that basketball is the best sport, the best contact sport with the likelihood of maybe the least injuries, like compared to like football or hockey, rugby.
Oh no, slamming your head on a fucking hard, solid wood floor doesn't sound pleasant to me.
Getting undercut. Yeah, I mean, okay, maybe volleyball. But that's not a contact sport. It's the least I don't know. You see what I'm saying?
Do you think it's less of a contact sport than soccer?
Oh, that's I feel like yeah.
Because I wouldn't say so. I don't think so at all. Because, like, I don't know. I play basketball. David Robinson and Larry Johnson were people that my family knew very well.
When I go to the rec and I play against dudes that are out of prison, like they played prison ball, they're like, "Hey, we ain't calling fouls. Like, what are you talking about?"
Yeah,
I'm just using my big body. Like, yeah, I mean, the thing is like the thing that I've always imagined about soccer, which would be the worst, is you jump up to get a header and somebody's trying to hit that ball with their head to like defend it, and y'all just crack skulls. Like, yeah.
So you agree that basketball is more physical contact than soccer then?
Yeah, I would just say like I think it's the best sport that has the minimal contact, because soccer, a high scoring game, what is like 6-4 maybe?
Yeah, but you know, and like the thing though and Squid is bringing this up in chat. Like the
Bring
thing
it
is
on.
basketball is deceptively violent because they actually foul intentionally for an advantage.
been
Like towards the
clotheslined.
end of games and shit, they'll foul like the shittiest free throw shooters if they're losing. You know, to try to get the
intentionals
ball
are not
back.
that
You know,
bad.
like
You just kind of get like swiped across. Like I guess you could like if somebody hit you hard enough, you could break like an arm or a wrist. But intentionals really aren't that. Like they mostly grab your jersey. In reality, like it's not that big. Like, but I will say there's things called flagrant fouls where you're like getting hit in the head or getting hit in the air. And yeah, I mean, I've gotten hit in the air and it's not a good feeling to
But see,
be
here-
going straight up and then just like be horizontal to the ground. It's
here's
like,
what I'll say though about basketball
Tuck and
though is
roll.
like basketball, you can
Let's hear it.
you can foul the fuck out of somebody and it not be caught by a ref. Like it happens
That's true.
all the fucking time in basketball. It's just because
It's
of the nature of the
pretty
game and
physical.
how fast it is, and like you know you're in there trying to get the ball and shit. And dude,
that's the
I
only,
used
like,
to
pickup
play.
sport where
I played
gotten
high
in,
school
like, almost
basketball,
fights.
and I got fucking nut checked a couple times, and
Yeah.
nobody got called for it. And I'm sure that happens in the NBA. I'm sure people have figured out how to
100%.
fucking do
You're
that.
trying to
you
get
know?
through a screen and people just uppercut you in the bowels. It's
Yeah.
like, what are you doing? I mean, I hurt my knee like not too long ago playing at the rec because I was playing against some old guys. Got past one of the old guys that was guarding me on the perimeter. He got tripped up by his own teammate that was playing on defense and just like piggybacked on my back and pulled me to the ground. And I was like, what kind of play was that? Like,
That's
why are
not
you pretending this
basketball,
that-
bro. Like
this
you
is
want
not
to
the
do
NBA
some
finals.
you want to do some wrestling? Let's go.
Yeah, I'm like, what is happening? Why is this?
Hold on,
you know-
let me rub pig fat all over my body, and we can do some wrestling real
I do
quick.
want to talk about basketball more real quick. Ben's pronouns are she, her.
Yes.
Yes, she heard.
I just wanted to make a quick correction just because there's people in chat. I don't want them to go over there and
Yes. That's very important to point out.
yeah. And yeah, are you an NBA fan or just playing basketball?
I'm an NBA fan. I don't follow it as much, but my Celtics are my team, and they're in the finals right now.
Yeah.
Fucking
So,
Celtics beat the Nets. God damn it! The second time in a row.
That's
Fuck.
insane. The
yeah, a lot of
Nets-
Sixers fans are saying I'm a Sixers fan.
I would love to talk about Kyrie Irving and a lesser-known NBA player, Jonathan Isaac. He was like a COVID skeptic, but he also had his book published by the Daily Wire about him standing for the national anthem.
Yeah,
I
I
could
saw
talk
that
about
dude. I
sports.
saw that dude. He was just in an interview. That was
Yeah,
posted
I mean,
up
he's
around
just a Christian nationalist.
Twitter.
Like, Christian nationalist doesn't require ethnicity. Granted, it largely.
I wish that black
might
Christian
prefer-
nationalists understood that those white Christian nationalists are Christian nationalists for white people and not for everybody.
Yeah, they definitely appeal
they
to
don't
them by
realize that
saying, "Oh, we're
yet,
just
and they're gonna
Christians."
get the hard reality if that fucking ever comes to fruition. Because the first thing they're gonna do is say, "Thank you very much for your service." Now, guess what, motherfuckers? You know what I mean?
Second-class
Like,
citizens.
yep.
Yeah.
I'm just a normal Christian nationalist. I'm not a white Christian nationalist.
I only Christian nationalize when it's necessary. I consider myself a moderate Christian nationalist. You know.
Big Papa Fascist is a Christian nationalist. I heard him say in a debate once.
Oh, of course.
Does anyone play Minecraft?
That guy's such a tool. I have Minecraft. I haven't played it yet.
I've been in a hardcore mood to play Minecraft.
I've been begging my daughter to teach me how to build a horse in Minecraft.
Oh, that'd be great.
Build a horse?
No, yes, and I say that deliberately to piss her off. And
Oh,
she gets
okay.
so fucking frustrated. She's like,
You can build the horse.
"You can't
Yeah.
build a horse in Minecraft." And I'm like,
Under-
"What do you mean you can't build a horse? Come on, tell me how to build a horse." Dad,
Listen,
Dad, you cannot build you can train a horse in Minecraft. You can't build one. And I'm like, well, how do they come about? Don't I have to build the horse like everything else in Minecraft? Oh, no. No,
let me tell you something.
I send her through that shit for a hot second. She
You
gets
want
so
to?
frustrated.
If you want to, I'll create like I'll build a horse in Minecraft, like a giant horse because
See, that's what I thought you were talking about, and I was like, yeah, of course you could build a horse. You could build anything.
yeah, you can build a giant horse, and it would be funny for you to be like,
The
see,
horse
you
halter.
can build a horse. It would just be like a giant horse statue.
Well, I did hear somebody built a full functioning like Windows 98 computer inside of Minecraft that you can actually play Minecraft inside of Minecraft.
That's with a
That's
mod.
so weird.
That sounds like some metaverse shit.
Like, why would you do that? Like, I don't understand what the point would be at that level, you know? Like, just to be meta.
Just the aesthetics of Windows 98, maybe?
Yeah, I'm known for making what Bagel referred to as the Minecraft skycock. I just put a giant penis in every server I'm in. I built one out of diamond blocks.
I've actually there's a socialist fucking Minecraft server that somebody's invited me to. It's like, bring people, we want to build it up. And I'm like, I don't know fuck all about Minecraft.
Is it Dirtbag?
No, it's Send Streams. This is the guy that books all my shows.
I played a little bit of Minecraft for a fundraiser, and that was actually a really good time.
Minecraft is so fun, especially modded Minecraft.
I mean,
Modded anything.
It looks like Legos in fucking digital. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm like, well, can I just buy the Lego set and build it at home?
I remember watching my brother playing Minecraft when it first came out, maybe like 10, 15 years ago. And I was like, are the graphics this way on purpose? Like, what's going on? Like, why does it look like this?
Yes, they are, because it's the aesthetic, you know,
Yeah.
There's something about the sound effects in Minecraft that just calm me. I feel like if I was like laying down and just listened to Minecraft sound effects, I would sleep better.
That's it. I'm making Freemz a Minecraft sound effects loop. That's it. It's over. It'll be in the mail tomorrow.
You don't realize how much like sound design I think people really underrate how much sound design goes into like any sort of media creation, whether it be movies or games, especially games. Yeah, streams. Yeah, anything.
Someone in my chat said they've built a Sphinx, Maya pyramids, the Avatar tree in Minecraft, and they play with their kids. Cool. That's fucking awesome.
I built a gulag.
Nice.
Yeah.
What?
And like, basically, if people were acting up, I would teleport them to the gulag, and it's made out of this unbreakable stone.
You ain't getting out.
Yeah, and they couldn't get out unless I like went back into creative mode to get them out.
That's
so they'd be
funny.
stuck in the gulag.
That's fucking great.
They're like, all right, you need to stop blowing up houses.
I built it out of bedrock. That's what it was.
Man, now that
Bedrock, every time I hear Bedrock, I think of fucking the Flintstones at first. And then the second thing I think of is, welcome to Jamrock! From Damian Marley. A fucking bass ass fucking reggae song. If you haven't heard it.
From my chat clip me cutting my beard off, by the way. I need clips of that. We talked about doing that like way before the panel started. I was streaming at work. I'm like, wouldn't it be funny if I just like started shaving my beard without saying a word?
Oh, by the way, I wanted to let chat know if you guys want to hop in Discord and chat with us, you're more than welcome to. It is after StonerCast, so you guys are more than welcome to hop in and bullshit with us. And same with any of your guys' chats. If they want to talk, if they want to like bullshit, they're welcome in.
My chat, anybody want in? What time is it? I don't know how much longer I'm going to be here. We'll see.
Yeah, I might have to take off soon. But I wanted to know if anybody had any questions about growing.
Yeah, like, so what is the... All right, no, I'm going to give you the question of all questions. Tell me, like... I got a seed. I'm going to grow this seed. Walk me through the first 3 steps.
Right, so the first step that you do, put the seed in either a wet paper towel, or what I like to do is just put it right in the soil. Make sure the soil stays like, moist. Don't flood the soil. Use a spray bottle, keep everything moist, and let the seed germinate. And then you'll see a taproot come from the bottom. So if you're doing the paper towel method, look for that taproot. When you have that taproot, just throw it in a little bit of, the small pots with some soil. Put it under a light. I'll have to show on stream what I use. But yeah, put it under a light for as long as it takes to sprout. Wait till it gets to about 6 to 8 inches, and then put it in like a 3 or 5 gallon pot. That's like the first 3 steps.
There you go. There you have it. Awesome. And TegmaTv, I want to talk more about this. So if you're willing and interested, I'd like to pull you on to at some point, just like a one-on-one. And we can go through some of that stuff if you're down for that.
Oh, I'm down for that anytime. Just hit me up whenever you want. Probably in the next 2 weeks, I'll be streaming consistently 3:30 onwards until I'm sick of it, and then I'll, hop off. So. And
that's TegmaTv on Twitch.tv. So, and also on Twitter. Did I nail it? Did I get it right?
What's that?
Did I get it right?
You did, yeah.
Okay, all right.
So I followed you
man.
back on Twitter. I'm not sure when you followed me, but you were already following me.
TegmaTv is fucking base as fuck. Like, he's a fucking weed grower that's like a leftist and actually has really good insight. If you ever watch him in your chat, and sorry, I'm talking about you like you're not here, but like when I watch you on the chat and the things you say, I'm like, this dude gets it. Like, he's actually like both pragmatic and leftist and understands like how all the pieces fit. And I'm like, fuck yeah. So I was so eager to get you on, man. Actually, like, I was really excited to have you on because I was like, this cat, he grows fucking weed. He knows a lot about weed, but he's also really astute to like leftist ideology and politics and shit like that. And he's got his finger on the pulse, and you nail it, man. So I'm so happy that we got to have you on. I really appreciate you coming in with us.
Oh man, that's so nice of you to say. Thank you so much for having me on. I've been wanting to get on for a while and talk to you about weed, and I love what you do. You have such a chill stream, so yeah, man, I really appreciate you. Thank you for having me on. I look forward to future talks, really do.
Hell yeah.
Yes, a round of applause for our great host, Jason Society.
1,000,000%.
Boo. I got the booze too. Hold on, I'll do the booze too. I gave them the applause, so now they get the booze. They're all getting the booze right now. They're all getting the booze.
I was gonna say, people before like you talk to them on a VC sometimes can really demonstrate that they're gonna be pretty interesting just by popping in your chat by what they say.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Some of the best chatters end up being some of the best streamers.
Very true.
Great Job Spaghetti was a chatter for a long fucking time, and actually started out as a mod for Rhizome. But like now the dude is a fucking awesome streamer. I love his streams. They're not political, but he kind of does his own thing, and it's like, I love his own thing. Like, it's so fucking awesome. But I think you can cultivate that from being a chatter. Like, Vosh was a chatter for Destiny. Vosh was a chatter in Destiny's chat for fucking ever, and gained some clout in Destiny's chat, and that's when Vosh started to fucking stream. You know what I mean? Like, the chatters are the people that know more about the atmosphere and understand more about Twitch than I think a lot of streamers do. At least me. I mean, I started streaming 8 months ago, and like, the person that fucking got me into it has been a chatter and streams since almost the very beginning of Twitch. Like, their account's old as fuck. I'm not gonna give it out because it'll dox them, but they're old as fuck.
That's still really cool though.
And yeah, like they're a fucking chatter, and they've said the same thing to me. They're like, chatters are like ends up being the best streamers because they've been in there for so long. They kind of cycle through everything. They learn how people view things, and they have more time to think out like what their arguments would be. And so finally, when they do become a streamer, if they're going to like Twitch polls to do like debates and shit like that, they've seen enough of it on the sidelines, kind of like a coach, to go in and be like, all right, I know how to play this game.
They're a little more seasoned.
Yeah, they've made themselves seasoned without even having to play the game. Exactly.
I'm a C tier chatter and a D tier streamer.
I'd argue
Bullshit.
I'd argue those tiers, but if you're comfortable with that, then so be it. I'm not gonna fight you on it. But I'd say you probably sit comfortable in like A and B area very comfortably because of your proximity to people that actually like understand you and like kind of care about what you have to say and your influence on those people. And you do have a lot of influence on people that care about what you have to say,
Yeah, even my chat saying, "Way to overrate yourself."
The roast.
F tier streamer, more like it. God, hey, if your chat's not abusing you though, they're not a good chat.
True.
Your chat should
really love you?
definitely abuse you.
My chat exists to give me a complex.
Although I will say, my chat have told off guests that have come on my stream that I've talked to that have like said some negative things about me. Like they've gone off on people. I'm kind of like, oh, stop doing that. Don't do that. Because I don't cultivate that kind of culture in my. I just don't want that, Because then that's that team building shit, and I don't want that shit. Like,
Oh yeah, well, my chat did 9/11.
yeah,
A lot of people are
Jesus.
saying this.
Take that, chat.
fucking
lot of people.
jihadists bastards.
My chat's the reason Toby Keith has stomach cancer right now.
My chat's the reason Nickelback.
Oh,
Yeah, my chat's
Just
the
that.
reason Nickelback.
they just have to live with that.
My chat ghost writes for Kid Rock.
What the fuck?
Honestly, that would be a great show.
That's
It's
a
just
hor-
people roasting the chat.
I can't even get. I don't know what to say to that because that's really fucking bad.
It's one of those insults where you're just like so shocked by it, you're like you can't even come back to it. You're like,
Bagel's comeback was, "I am an American badass."
Oh shit.
Toby Keith, I'll put a boot in your ass. That's the American way.
Yeah, he's trending on Twitter right now because of his stomach cancer.
That's horrible. I hate to hear that from me. That
Well, that'll
anybody's
happen
going through
whenever
that.
you're so patriotic that you only eat red, white, and blue foods. So
True.
he's only been eating bomb pops and Smirnoff.
I'm just saying. What are the blue foods? Like, doesn't that usually mean mold?
The blue part of the bomb pop,
Blueberries.
blueberries, which are kind of purple.
Yeah, right.
It should have
More
got
You might
purple.
not even really be able to eat all blueberries because they'd have to be blue. If they're purple, then
Yeah, makes your poops funny.
Yeah.
Certain cheeses, which again mold.
like molded
Yeah,
bread.
Blue doesn't exist in nature a lot. I remember reading an article about that.
You're eating some fucked up poisonous fish and reptile, probably.
Just
I'd
like
say
even raspberries
very
are not
comfortably
real.
that's where you'd be.
What every growing boy needs.
All you need to live off is airheads.
Oh yeah, blue airhead. A lot of candies. Toby
Or
Keith is
water.
eating a lot of
Or
candy.
just the blue parts off psychedelic mushrooms, like because you know how like they always have the blue streaks in them. All they eat is they siphon out and cut out everything that is a blue part and only eat that out of the mushroom.
Toby Keith definitely seems like the kind of guy who doesn't wash his own ass because he might be gay. Like he's afraid it might make him gay.
I think he doesn't wash his own ass because he has a fetish with people having poop dick.
Stinky Twinkie.
Yeah.
No, I think he's so afraid of he's so homophobic that he doesn't wash his own ass. It's an Aiko thing. It's from Aiko's stream.
I think every good homophobe should have a nasty ass.
When they do.
And like
They do.
they should have underwear that just crusts into their butthole and sits there. And they don't change them because those same type of people don't change their underwear anyways.
And this is the Jason Society.
There you go. I have big wishes for people. Blue testicles, blue waffles.
Oh,
Oh God, please no.
I like Toby Keith better when he should have been a cowboy. He should have stayed a cowboy.
Did he go different? I don't know what happened to him. I know he was kind of a progressive cowboy, or a little bit more liberal than most cowboys, but still kind of a shitbag.
No. He's been a bootlicker since Bush.
Oh, has he?
Yeah.
I thought he was like I thought he like came out for the whole fucking like some of the LGBTQ stuff and some shit like that. Like,
it's possible. He was also the one that like tried to cancel. You think he's anti-Trump? Show me. I don't believe that for 1 second.
No, because didn't he do like one of the inaugurations or rallies or something? He said he was doing it because he was trying to be apolitical, and it's like you don't do a rally for Trump and say you're apolitical. Like it doesn't work that way.
He performed at the pre-inauguration.
That's what it was. Yeah. It was the pre-inauguration thing
on January 19th, so the day before.
He was the one that spearheaded canceling the Chicks, formerly known as the Dixie Chicks. They dropped Dixie out of their name for writing that negative song about George Bush.
Well, they didn't. It wasn't even a song. I think it was literally them just saying they disagree with what our president's doing.
Yeah, they came out against Bush.
France.
You're right, and then they wrote a song about that afterwards.
Oh,
right. But it was after they were already canceled.
Yeah.
So much for freedom of speech.
Yeah.
Oh man, something I recently.
Sorry, that was my beer cans.
Wow.
But listen,
see, he's always getting crossfaded.
I'm going to Michigan right now to like cash these in. I'll be back in like 2 hours. Just stay here. I'm in Phoenix. I'll be back in 2 hours.
Damn, you can get to Michigan in 2 hours?
Oh well, yeah. Toby Keith was actually anti-Trump.
I got powers and shit. Just kidding.
Was anti-Trump and anti-Hillary in the 2016 election.
What a brave stance.
Yeah.
I think he was actually a Bernie supporter. I actually think he was a Bernie supporter.
Wow.
But it's like, listen, that's the thing with Bernie supporters is it's a cross section of both people that are rational and really understand what his policies mean to people, and people that just hate the status quo. And so, like, you know, you get them both. You know, you get that intersectionality of those interlopers. You know, they're just pissed off with the system and want to watch the world burn, and they'll vote for Bernie because they think that's what's going to happen. You know,
I just want to be able to jam "Should Have Been a Cowboy" guilt-free. That's all I want. Okay.
Should have been a cowboy.
Whenever I get drunk in a bar.
Does he sing that song? I want to talk about me. Want to talk about?
Yeah,
I want to talk.
That's Toby Keith.
That's a song that will always be with me until the day I die. Like, that was a song that was really popping back in the day.
And of course, him, like every other country singer, the dumb had his 9/11 song, which is the Angry American, I think is what it was called.
Courtesy of the red, white, and blue.
That's what it was called. It was called Angry American. And then, like, in the little quotes, it said, courtesy of the USA.
America.
Put a boot in your ass.
That's why
I was confused about. That's why I was confused about Toby Keith. He's so fucking this or that, you know, like
he's anti-Hillary and Trump.
You don't really know where he fucking fully stands on anything, you know.
But he's pro carpet bombing the Middle East.
So I found a quote.
He must love Obama then.
From 20. Oh yeah, he thanked Obama apparently. He said, "This is by far the best country you could ever live in, and we picked these two candidates to be media whores and go out there and take care of the world, huh?" During a September stop in Las Vegas. I mean, it's interesting. I want to see.
He's a. But you know what? Listen, I'll say this for artists, and musicians. Rightfully so, I'm a musician, and I've been on all sides of fucking the political spectrum because I was trying to figure out what worked for me. You know? I was never a fascist or a Nazi or anything, but like definitely was like, am I like more of a centrist Democrat? I always knew I wasn't a Republican. I always knew that. That was the one thing I knew that I didn't fucking align with. But there was a lot of shit I was trying to figure out, you know, and dabble with, and I think that happens with a lot of people, you know. especially when they're younger. You know, they're gonna go through that thing of like, I need to figure out what aligns with me personally. Yeah, like what are my personal ideologies, right? Like, I don't have to believe in every aspect of every principle of every philosophy that I read about. I can extrapolate some of the best things and be like, this is what represents me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
Listen, when I was a teenager, I was in the Young Democrats and canvassed for Howard Dean.
Oh shit.
That's somebody I'd be. I want to look into his
What a
campaign.
fucking
He
loss.
was pretty progressive, right?
At the time, yeah. Howard Dean
For
was
that
like far
time.
more progressive than like John Kerry or...
No, he was incredibly progressive, and he lost because he lost his ass partially because of that fucking rally.
Which is funny because compared to what politicians do today, that was nothing.
Or I think of when Biden got canceled in the 80, I think it's 88 when he ran for president. It might be 84.
Well,
And-
the motherfucker plagiarized a whole ass speech, you know, like, what are you gonna do?
Like, but you know, like that, I still feel like that thing would be like, like that's not, nobody's gonna drop out over that.
Not now.
like-
Back then,
Yeah.
people had integrity, and they would drop
Oh,
out
yeah.
when they did fucked up shit. Now they're like, yeah, I did fucked up shit. That's why you should vote for me.
I don't even know if it's because
I grabbed him
people
by the
had-
pussy. That's why you should vote for me.
I
You
don't know
know?
if it's because people had any more or less integrity. I think it's just gotten that wild. I don't know.
Yeah, I would agree. Like they're not. as
Maybe the
blatant.
public is just accepting more of that. You know what I mean? Like, maybe that's really what it is. It's not
Listen.
it's not an increase in integrity or a decrease.
There's like a more receptive.
Or they
public.
always did.
After
Yeah.
Trump, like after Trump's decorum, if that's what we're gonna, I guess, what we're talking about at this
Sure.
point.
Yeah, yeah.
The bar is as low as possible of what's acceptable, I think, at this point.
For sure. No,
Even
it
Joe
is.
Where
You-
I'm like, yeah,
Something that
thereof.
just went away in the memory hole was apparently Trump on like the 2015-2016 campaign was talking about like, hey, we need to get rid of the amendment for birthright citizenship. And I feel like that's a huge thing that not a lot of people talk about, because that's like a main staple now of today's GOP. Like, especially the more like, maybe not like GOP leadership as much, but like fucking all the fascist little street gangs are like, hey, we don't want birthright citizenship. It's becoming like way more popularized, which is very concerning. And that just got like memory hold for me. I just forgot about it.
I think it's funny looking at like watching that video of Trump talking about AR-15s.
He's
Like,
just
it's-
as naive about guns as the fucking Democrats that talk about him are.
It's
Like,
just funny to hear him say
a
that.
fucking
because,
idiot.
Like, you know, he wouldn't say that now.
I just would love to see how wet they would get if there was videos of him shooting guns. Like if he's just posting his Truth Social and he's like, all right, this is Donald Trump and I approve this message. And he's just out here shooting a gold Trump gun. So many people would be like, oh
Get a
my
mop
God.
in a bucket.
Yeah, they're creaming in their pants.
yeah.
Get a mop in a bucket, for real.
Where's the glory hole?
Put me at the front of the line, brother. I need my dick sucked. And I need to suck a hero cop's dick immediately.
Someone said, "Why did Trump have a Southern accent here?" True. A lot of people. We talk
Well, he
about this
did
on
move
my-
to Florida, so maybe it's gonna like,
Well, this
In
is
fact-
something we talk about on my stream. I try not to make a big deal out of it, but like, I'm from the South, right? Southern-ish, West Virginia. Anytime someone does like an accent of a Republican saying something stupid, they use a Southern accent. Like half the time, it's like, God damn it, because it's hard for me to like, try to move people further left whenever they hear not like us, but like someone like Hassan.
yeah.
Just making fun of anyone with that accent. That's what it feels like to people.
Well, no, and I feel you on that
That's all
because
my
like
chat brought
straight up Freemz, like I have family from Louisiana, from Monroe, Louisiana, like, which if you know Monroe, Louisiana, that's deep fucking country, dude. That's deep swamp country in the middle of fucking Louisiana, right? And like, they're fucking left as fucking left can be.
Yeah.
And yes, they do talk with a very southern accent, but they fucking BLM. They're fucking all about it. they go out and fucking make plans to chase out and like legit. Well, of course, this is back when I was 16. I don't know if they still do this because they were like in college at the time. They're much older than me. But they would make plans to go out and run the KKK off when they'd go and do their little fucking like ceremony, like fucking. I don't know what they had. They were like they go out to this little swamp area and like have their meetings or whatever. I guess that's what you call it. And they go out there and get all their buddies to go fucking break it up and like fuck with them and talk shit to them and and I'm like, that's pretty ballsy in Monroe, Louisiana, and but that's dope. So yeah, there aren't just a bunch of fucking like repressive assholes in the South. There's fucking a lot of people that give a fuck and like are really about changing the fucking tide of things. It's just they're betting up against a really, really fucking hard opposition.
Like Bagel mentioned in my chat too, like the Boston's another one that's like
Oregon.
Yeah, Oregon, super.
The whole
racist.
state of Oregon.
Well, except for the Antifa part. But.
Yeah. I mean, but it was
the annex part of Oregon.
Oregon,
the liberated
around it.
Oregon was created to be a white ethno state.
Exactly.
Like inception.
I think I hate to use this term, but it is an accurate term of like the coastal liberals really do be like, oh, it's just the South. That's like the repugnant part of America.
And you're like, wait, what did San Francisco cops just do to those people last week? What did fucking Seattle cops just do to those people like 2 days ago? You know what I mean? Like we're just like they're just as bad.
Have those problems too.
The reason why
back east as well.
Like,
it's the same way we teach U.S. history.
The problem is with cops.
They want to make racism sound like it started with slavery and ended with the civil rights movement in the South.
I have so many people, liberals and conservatives, I think, love to agree on that. They're like, we love this American history we learned in 8th grade public education. It's like you got to learn a little bit more past that, because I've run across that argument so many times. 1964, everyone's free and equal, and that's just the way it was. And it's like, okay, there was schools all the way up until like the 1980s that were still segregated in school districts. School districts are starting to become more segregated with like charter schools and whatnot. Like it's I think it's a deflection argument, honestly, and it's cognitive comfort. Like, oh, it's racism just institutionally over.
Well, that's why they don't want to teach critical race theory, because that fucking flips all that. Well, and ruins that indoctrination.
And even at that, they're not teaching critical race theory. What they're teaching is they're teaching an understanding of when I'm talking about this, I'm talking about at the elementary and junior high school and like high school levels. They aren't teaching critical race theory. What they're teaching is civics, and they're talking about the history of our country, and they're talking about how racism has perpetuated, and they're using practical application thought exercises to show people like what the variant is, right? Like, and they're fun exercises. They're not exercises meant to like other people. They're exercises to show on a scale like what it really looks like and give people a some perception, some perspective, so it's not critical race theory. Critical race theory is very, very deep and detailed legal theory that's usually taught for people that are pre-law, like
I'll say this. I am gonna get like an associate's in criminal justice, and we've touched a little bit on how the race and the law interact, but we have not been like assigned any sort of like critical race scholars, and that's at like a university level.
Yeah, so this isn't a thing, like they're blowing this out of proportion. This is called deflection. Right. This is deflection because they're scared that people are going to be exposed and open to the actual racism
matter-
that these people have fucking
No matter
generated.
no matter what you call it, like my point still stands. They're afraid they're going to ruin that like comfortable indoctrination of racism ended in the civil rights movement.
Hell yeah! Oh no! Yeah,
Yeah, whether you wanna call it-
100%.
I think liberals want to agree with that in large part. Because
agree.
I mean, in general,
Because it's
liberals are
comfortable for
pretty-
them, then they don't have to do any work. And liberals are people that are very comfortable in the current system, and they don't have shit to worry about. They exist in a fucking, they literally exist in a fucking vacuum of existence because if you're a liberal, you didn't have to deal with fucking struggle most of the time, you know?
I feel like that's part of it. Like you don't have to do any work, but another part of it is like to them, it's like an example of like, see, the system is working and has been working. Like we ended racism. Like
a really
it's
good
just-
example
We
of
did
that.
We did it together.
Eric Adam, or is that his name? Eric Adams, the New York City mayor. A lot of like New York Times liberals love him, even though he's like sweeping out homeless encampments and is like, granted, I was gonna say, the High Times reported that he was saying like spark up, like he's so progressive.
True smash.
He wants weed decriminalization.
Yeah, and I think right now, like, and this is what irritates me about the whole like cannabis legalization movement, because I've really been in some way involved in it since its inception in Arizona, anyways. Pushing for legalization and doing what I could on a grassroots level, you know, whether that's going out and canvassing or getting signatures for ballot petitions, shit like that, like whatever it was.
Fuck. Sorry, this headline cracks me up. Elephant kills 70-year-old woman and then returns to trample over her corpse at her funeral.
Yeah, maybe that woman was horrible
Dumps
people.
Dumps him out of the
What?
coffin, the open casket.
What the fuck?
But I lost my train of thought.
Yeah, sorry about that.
It's what happens when you get high.
Yeah.
We'll circle back to it. Eventually, I'll remember what it was. So anybody
yeah, I don't
have any
think these
memory
guys wanna-
lapses when they're high?
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was surprised that was the first time I think that's happened to any of us. Like for the most part, we've been pretty coherent conversationally.
Yeah, I just had that moment. I was like, oh, God. That'll do it. Anybody talking about elephant shit will do it to me. That'll steer me off course. Where?
Huh?
I have a deep-rooted obsession with elephants and monkeys. I fucking love elephants and monkeys. I have a tattoo of a monkey on my arm.
It'd be cool to
See, watch. I'll show you.
have you seen those circus performers that like they can do like a flip off the trunk of a elephant?
Yeah.
Oh,
I have an elephant
Sick.
tattoo actually on the
That's
back
a
of my leg.
Banksy piece. Like, if you guys remember,
Yeah.
Banksy, the graph artist. It says,
Yes.
laugh now, but one day we'll be in charge.
damn.
This tattoo
dope.
got my tattoo artist promoted.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
He works
think I
for this guy that helped. Well, he was a co-founder for Solon. I wear all their shit. I'm not wearing their shit tonight. Usually,
Yeah,
I have
he's-
like a
What's your
Solon hat
discount
on or
code?
some shit. I don't have one. I'm not sponsored by them, but
We used to sell Solon at the tattoo
I wish
shop.
I wish I was, but they absolutely like. His name is Paulo Acuna, and the guy is like fucking phenom. He goes to colleges and does lectures on the history of Tatao and shit. Like, he is very, very informed. Not just a good artist, but informed on the history and the culture of tattooing, and just a badass cat. So yeah, I
think
love
I'm
all my
gonna-
tattoos because of him.
I think I'm gonna roll out,
Hey, have a good one.
but it was nice,
nice
chatting
meeting
with you all.
Rock
I
and
just
roll.
realized I'm starting to hit a wall here. I'm getting tired.
Yeah, I'm right behind you, man.
No, I feel you. Hey, Freemz. Freemz on Twitch. It's Freemz.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
Freemz. It's
Freemz.
Freemz. Like, don't be stupid. If you're not following Freemz, you're dumb. Like, go follow him and smoke weed with him and encourage him to smoke and eat more weed.
I almost exclusively eat weed at this point. I hardly
Ma-
ever smoke.
Encourage him to eat copious amounts of weed.
Bagel said no.
Tell Bagel I said yes. I say yes.
Also, play Halo with Bagel if you play Halo.
Right on.
Bye, y'all.
Have a good one.
Almost hit the end stream button instead of the end call button. See, I don't
One of
need
those
any
nights.
more weed.
The B-Mans, I have a feeling I
Do
know
it.
who you are, and thank you so much for the love. A homie just gave me love that I think might have been a homie for a fucking long time, if I remember.
Peace, y'all.
Which
That's
is
the
kind
best.
of dope. Like, there's somebody that, like, is a lurker and a chatter, but not a streamer.
Right.
Guys, thank you so much. Jason, thank you for having me, man. I hope to talk to you again soon, okay?
Hell yeah, you're always welcome. Anytime, like I said, I wanted to do that one-on-one with you about the thing. So, we'll get to
Yeah,
that.
we'll definitely get to that, for sure.
Rock and roll. Have a good night.
It was nice meeting you. Take care.
Good meeting you too, man. Following you. Take care.
Sounds
Have a
good.
good night.
Same with you.